I'm Erika.
I'm Holly.
And I'm Erika.
And this is Neon Static. And it's a little different tonight. Hey, everybody. Welcome. I got rid of the chat, so we can't see you. There you are. Hi, chat. How's it going, everybody? Nick's not here. Nick woke up at like 3 a.m. apparently, and like couldn't stop thinking probably about Lord of the Rings or something, and so I think he's feeling a little under the weather. But that's awesome in this case. Sorry, Nick, because we have a little something different going on tonight. We got Erika and Holly joining us. Erika and Holly, if have you guys been on camera? Also, I don't know if that's a faux pas saying guys.
You're fine.
In an entirely female scenario.
Just move on.
Yeah.
You're fine. So I think both of us have been on stream like once or twice
at like
CEOs.
events, but not like
faces.
here.
No,
Right,
no,
just
we're
your
always the talking hands.
Playing Netrunner very well, right?
Behold my fingers.
Sometimes better or worse. I actually remember a CEO where you managed to catch the only game in the event I lost on the stream. Like it was 7-0. It was really bad.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the one where the only game you lost was to me and it was really bad?
Yeah.
Yeah. Was that the one where there was after one of you won the scenario?
Holly definitely won, but you won the finals.
You won the content, and then I got 7-0'd cleanly on camera.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Awesome. But I think, honestly, is it every CEO that I have been to that you have also been to, one of you has won? I think it might be the case.
Well, you had run one that Jeff won.
Okay.
And that Holly and I had done like kind of middling in, but then the two of us were like first and second for a couple there.
And like Netrunner, the two of you as a team, like took that event, which was awesome. Like, there was considerations of calling this stream substitute teacher with the idea that I might learn something tonight. Hopefully, I'm hoping to get.
No, we're operating under Seinfeld rules. No one's learning anything.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Can everybody? Yeah, it sounds like you can hear us. Let's check on chat. I'm sad because no Nick, but glad because Erika and Holly. Yay, Wenjong is here. Hey, Wenjong, we're gonna see your deck in its newest formation.
Not quite the same. Wenjong's been cooking some stuff. Dude was playing Ben Musashi recently.
Oh, that's wild.
Like
I've always wanted to play Ben Musashi, but it always turns out to be wrong. Always. So that's interesting. I can't wait to see, because Issuaq used to be wrong, right? So who knows? Sorry, I'm flailing because I'm looking around at something.
You simply have too many monitors.
Bopping tunes. I have 3. Yeah. Hello, Mr. Neon and Supernaut.
Yeah. Today the role of Nick will be being played by the two of us.
Yeah.
We even have our own Nick at home who we didn't bring.
There were so many
Nicks. No Nicks allowed
CO.
tonight. Yeah. Yeah. There was 3 Nicks at this CO.
2 of them were Nicholas Andrews.
Why am I all... There we go. Don't we all wake up at 3 a.m. consumed with thoughts of the Lord of the Rings? That's a very regular occurrence. Okay. Thanks for joining us, everybody. I'm kind of excited because I've got a new little toy to play with. Not a physical new toy, but I messed around. And I have the capability of zooming in on a playmat, which is... we're not perfectly centered. That's okay. Can we move that back a tiny bit?
Sure. Why don't you do the zoom to the other side, and then we can get that one lined up?
Oh, it doesn't. It's weird. Perfect. Okay. And now if we go back to main, we should... Yeah, it looks neat. It's fancy. If I go from blue to pink, it does that blackout thing. But if I remember...
You don't have the transition set up.
If I remember to do this, and then this... No, that cut our audio too. Anyway, I pressed the wrong button. I got a new toy, and I think that we'll start the stream talking about the decks that we're going to play.
Talking about decks.
Yeah, so Erika, why don't you tell us a little about the Issuaq deck?
Okay.
And this is the deck that you won our CO yesterday.
Yeah.
And tell us about it a little bit.
So initially, during American Continentals, everyone had that exciting breakout moment where they looked at Aesop's tables and saw Wenjong's undefeated run on Issuaq and were like, what? What?
This makes no sense.
So I was very curious, and since we had, I wasn't playing in American Continentals because I had a conflict on Saturday, but we had a local CO in Worcester, Massachusetts on Sunday. I messaged Wenjong after he made top cut and was like, hey, can I get like a sneak peek of this deck list so I can take it to the CO? And he very graciously came back not only with the list he was on, but also what he thought he would change having played day 1 of American Continentals. And I took that to the Worcester CO where it went undefeated, and it turns out Issuaq is actually like suddenly very good as of the release of this last set.
I think Charlotte was a big piece of that, but I don't know what
And
else.
Daniela.
Oh yeah, yes, that makes a lot of sense.
So the list that Wenjong was originally on had an influence split of 2 data loops, 2 punitives, 2 seamless, and 3 spin doctor.
Right.
Which was sort of pulling it in a couple different directions. And his take after day 1 of American Continentals was, I've been using the spin doctors less often than I've wanted the 3rd seamless.
Yeah.
So we tried a 1 spin doctor, 3 seamless plan. And that 3rd seamless was actually so good that we recognized after playing a bunch of reps and a couple COs and stuff that we were actually basically never actually using the punitives. Like, people would play around them sometimes, and that was nice, but just having the 3rd seamless, like, you would just establish this data loop Daniela remote, which was taxing the runners on an axis that, like, the normal turbine rig that invalidates so much ice in the metagame right now actually doesn't compete on very well.
Right.
That instead we cut the punitives to go back up to 3 spin doctors, just because, you know, it's still a good card, even if it's you're not Regenesis decks, you're not relying on being able to actually get that instant speed save from the graveyard. The instant speed drawing up additional cards to like trigger Anoetic Void and stuff like that is always nice. So now we're on 3 data loop, 3 seamless, 3 spin doctor as our influence spend, with some anemones as basically additional data loops to protect the Daniela remote.
So, is it just do you get kills potentially sometimes with a surprise anemone and then into a Fuji?
You will get flat lines when people don't play around just how much damage they could be walking into.
Yeah. With the Fuji potentially.
Yeah, so in the three rounds I won at the CO yesterday, I got 2 flat lines. One of which was someone walking into a server that had a Fuji and a Maverus, and I was able to get the extra damage by rezzing the Maverus.
Yes.
And I, in fact, chose not to res the Daniela to not give him the choice to not steal the Fuji.
Right.
And then the other flatline was someone tried to challenge my remote, didn't have enough cards, ended up jacking out before getting into the server, and then I was able to just double seamless advance the Fuji on the table and shoot him.
There you go.
Because he was only on 1 card after jacking out on that last click run.
Yeah, Lucille voicing the question that I sort of was waiting to ask there, that this feels so odd because to me it felt the point of the deck was to floodgate hand size down and then pull the executive. Yeah, execute with the punitives.
Where I'm sort of at, and like this might be wrong, but at the very least it's, you know, seems like it's still working, is just that we had been all of these tools to flood the hand size down to make the punitive work, also just kind of made the agendas unstealable.
Right. So okay, good luck. You can't take these.
Yeah, because fundamentally, the deck was only ever on 2 punitives, so actually putting together a double punitive turn was much harder than something like Restoring Humanity, which is on a 40-card deck, which is on 3 punitives, and is intentionally, because it's a Regenesis deck, trying to set up like a bacterial programming in Archives, which can then set up a 6-point punitive.
Right. Or you can score it with the Regenesis. Yeah,
but like in this case, you have no incentive to put agendas into Archives.
Right.
Which means setting up a 6-point punitive is much harder.
Yeah.
And with only 2 punitives in the deck, getting a double punitive turn is also much harder. And also, because your main tool to like pull the hand size down is rezzing data loops, which are expensive, and runners have $1 million right now, being able to afford punitive, much less double punitive, is very difficult. Mm-hmm. Whereas it turns out just having an anemone behind the data loops only costs $3, and it doesn't matter how many dollars the runner has, it still keeps them out pretty good. Just the threat that it's there.
All right. Well,
and you know, it might also just be that people were playing around a punitive that wasn't actually in the deck.
That's right.
So like maybe this folds in open deck lists, but the sort of where we were at is just that it felt like Data Loop and Seamless were the 2 best cards in the deck, so just play as many of those as we can.
Okay. All right. It'll be interesting to see how it goes with people knowing that. I don't think it's like...
Wenjong has gotten a lot more reps on this deck than I have and is in the chat, so he can tell me if I said anything that was wrong.
Yeah, Wenjong, feel free to chime in and let us know what you think about how the changes change the deck and if you have been enjoying it in that format or not. I do wonder if the non-punitive becomes a weakness in top cut. Yeah, potentially, I guess. But we're going to play it on stream tonight. We all know what the jig is, so let's see how that goes. I took this Loup deck that our friend Derek really came up with within our group. He showed up with it, and Nick and I also, we both liked it, and just the three of us decided to play it. It is it's a mulch-like deck that is replacing the Knob Curie hole with Friday chips and Kikos. Keiko? I don't know how to pronounce.
I think it would be Keiko.
Keiko. There's 2 of those in the deck, and it is 2 credits for 2 MU, which is pretty good. It's 3, but when you play it, it's a companion, and the ability is
that does lead to some weird sequencing sometimes, where you don't actually want to play it off of a paladin, because then you get no money back instead of.
Because you use the paladin to install it as opposed to.
And that is now no longer the first time this turn.
Right.
So.
Yeah, potentially, yeah. But I don't even know how this card worked. I'd never seen anybody play it before, like last week, which is wild.
I say the mighty have fallen. The dragon is so cute.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Anarch has so many really good consoles, so like, Keiko being really good doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be played over something like Ma or Knob Curie before that was banned.
Right. So this has been fun. We had some good games, and hopefully we get to recreate some of it. So I think with that, should we hop into a game?
Sure.
Let's see. Going to be a bit distracted by Elden Ring. Oh, Elden Ring DLC came out, didn't it? I haven't looked into it yet, and that's good because I have other games. I discovered what's it called? Tunic.
Tunic is delightful. Holly's literally wearing
that's awesome.
Tunic merch at this very moment.
That's so funny. It's like Dark Souls and Zelda put together with the fox.
It's great.
A quarter Dark Souls, a quarter Zelda, half Fez or Riven.
Fez. I also have played a bit of Fez recently. Fez just because the language is like what?
It's because of the language and because there's like 3 layers of. So I don't want to spoil you, but like there's like the basic layer of like puzzles and exploring, and then there's a layer under that, and then there's another layer under that as well.
Cool.
So
I'm excited.
There will come a point where you have to reevaluate the game world you have been playing in and go back and find the things you didn't see the first time through.
Okay, all right, sick. That's awesome. I've been really enjoying it. I just played it this past weekend for the first time. So, Riven detected. I've run into Friday Chip Loup on Chainnet a few times, and it consistently eats me. Where an enemy is, there's one Jung. Hi, yeah, this is leaning into the pressure from the Issuaq counter, and Sokka saying, this Data Loop Fuji thing is too good on stream.
Yeah, taxing 6 cards from hand at sort of the baseline of, Data Loop, Fuji, and Daniela. Just only getting better if you have an Emily or a second Loop, or any of that extra pressure means that you can...
This hand is not good.
All right.
So I will say I have this one magic superpower with this deck, which is that despite it being a 7 agenda, 49 card deck, I'm consistently really good at opening hands with 2 or 3 agendas in them somehow.
Ooh, nice. That's good. That's good. That's what everyone wants.
Yeah, Wenjong has this one screenshot on Discord I sent him of my opening hand containing 4 5/3s, I believe. It was a nightmare game.
My superpower with this is knowing that all I know that I want isn't in this hand. So.
Well, I mean, it's a Loup deck. You're just looking for imp.
There's
right?
no imp. Yeah. I love a straightforward mulligan plan. I think was it you?
Yeah.
Saying that?
The World Tree Aristana deck.
Yeah, if you have a World Tree or a Muse or a self-modifying code in your hand, that's usually what you want, because then you can get the World Tree going with just some money.
Right. I have a photo of me holding all 7 agendas in my 7 agenda Atea deck at locals. Nice. That screenshot still haunts me. I did try to make the unstealable server of Daniela Data Loop work, but it is so much work. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think everybody's tried that at some point. Like they'll never be able to steal it.
Yeah. The problem with Ben is that they can get in and then just trash him and then come in again.
Right.
Whereas Daniela actually protects herself.
Okay. I've got a hand of cards.
Excellent.
Good luck. Have fun.
You as well. I also have a hand of cards. Ooh.
All right. Good. Everything looks good. You can all hear us. How's everybody's Monday going?
All right. How do I play this pile? Let's go.
So I think one of the things that's interesting to me about Loup, especially as sort of things have gone on, is that
makes
you
this
get to
less
play
bad.
all of the good Anarch cards, but you are sort of bound to a lot more of the
Go ahead.
engine requirements than something like a reg Hosh or.
Oh, where's my ID? Here's
A
my
rag
ID.
deck.
I set up like I was playing runner.
And so,
Running HQ over here is fine.
and so yeah, so turn 1, draw, hedge, install an ice, and take us away.
Okay.
Show
cool.
us what the deck can do.
Let's see. We are going to start with drawing a card. Oh yeah, I'm in the wrong spot. I always play. That was so automatic. That
Just
was
click
wild.
that credit.
My credits are always on the left, and my clicks are always on this side. And my brain was like, just flip over a chip. It's fine. 1, 2. I want to do this, so I think I'm not going to embrace my inner Anarch just yet.
You got to erase your inner Anarch.
Let's install an imp
Okay.
this way, and yeah. Oh no, it's got to be
Oh,
red.
it's got a color
I got
match. I'm sorry.
And then last click, run here.
Run here.
Yeah.
Would you like to access or
Yes,
back out?
I would like to access. All right, I'll trash that.
Ah.
I will draw a card, gain a credit, and then I will discard some cards down, embracing my inner Anarch this way in a much less efficient way.
All right. What was your?
I'm thinking
yeah,
about
okay.
discard here. Sorry. We want 1, 2, 3. Sad. 4, 5. Okay. We're discarding a Kiko and a Liberates.
Let's click 1, draw 1 card, and then let's go 1 and 2 for my 3 clicks.
Okay. Draw. There we go. Moshing. Strike Fund, Steel Skin.
Oh no! Oh no! It's happening.
And Paladin.
Your
so
$5.
$5. Draw 3.
This really
Draw-
is the best
Doesn't
thing
it
about
draw
Anarch.
5?
It is draw 5. Yes.
Yeah.
This really is the best thing about Anarch is that sometimes you can just play 0 credits, draw 5, gain 5.
Yeah. It's this card is like secretly the best card in the deck. kind
No,
of.
that card is fine. Steel Skin and Strike Fund are the best cards. in the
Right.
deck.
Yeah. Obviously the package. Right. Price.
Mm-hmm.
The bangers keep coming.
Yeah. I love flip
Are
over
you just
cards.
playing
1,
the bank
2.
right now, Holly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holly's
Just
the bank.
you're just his financial manager.
Exactly.
Okay, we got Paladin, Moshing, Echelon, and Imp. I mean, long term, we want this, so we're gonna take advantage of that. And I'm gonna separate my programs for
For ease of use.
ease of use later. But these are all trashed. All right, I have a click left. Just chilling for a second.
Having a moment of contemplation.
Yeah. I think we'll put a Friday chip down for 2.
I always say, Wenjong, it's never too late. Alexis Spicer, her commission prices are incredibly reasonable. Like you go in as a group. She's done great stuff for QTM.
Yeah. What's going on? What's
They're talking about
the-
alt
Erika's
arts.
alt art?
The fact
Yeah.
that Issuaq, no one has ever made an alt art Issuaq because no one has ever played this ID.
Yeah. Look at all the alt arts. Yeah, we got the running together hedge funds, and I'm assuming something in hand.
To speak to your point, David, like I think the case to be made is that if you hit something like a Nancy
Yeah.
or a Teeny,
I don't want to die.
all of this stuff, even if it doesn't kill you, is going to be such a tempo hit that you don't want to contest, take the hit, and then just kind of draw up and pass your turn. If you're contesting to force an expensive res, you want to be able to make a follow-up run on the next turn, on the same turn. So
Right.
Erika doesn't have a chance to
We're going
go
to
up.
draw, credit, install, and then I must discard 1 card.
Yeah, against Jinteki, I don't tend to slam into ice with my face. And at some point during a game yesterday, during the tournament, I like had to tell myself, like, you have to just do it. Like, do it. And it was a tattoo ball.
May I advise you to live the dream of banharing into an Anansi and just losing the game immediately?
6 cards, right? Yeah, I've done that enough times that I learned my lesson a little bit, at least to slow down and hopefully try and set up a bit, find a breaker, get an Audrey out or something. Okay, so I will start with a Nuka.
The doctor is in.
Doctor's in. I'm going to use one of the power counters to draw 3. 1, 2, 3. Go. Let's see. Cookbook for a credit. 1, 2, 3, 4. And
Someone asked where they get the awesome Netrunner poker chips. I believe you are literally selling those right now.
Yes. So who asked?
Looks like a Marshall Godwin.
Yeah. So Marshall, I will make sure I update the show notes for this. But if you go to 2 weeks ago, the last live stream, there should be a link in the show notes of that for a Google form. Go into that. Fill out the information. I'm putting together a group order for sets of the poker chips. The set that is on, you can actually see over here. This whole set and all the chips we're playing with is one set, and they're $55. I will ship them out for, it's like $8 to ship them in the U.S., or if you're local to someone, they can mule them around. I'm ordering on the 30th. I'm doing a big bulk order. I will have extra sets available, but go check out that link, and I'll update the show notes in this later. I keep meaning to make like an announcement video that like, hey, if you want these, but there's also links in the GLC Discord server as well. If you search for poker chips, you will find it. Cool. Okay. Sorry, I have 2 clicks left. I have an economy problem. And it may just be this. It might just be this. Yeah. We'll do this. We're going to do an Audrey. We're going to go to 1.
I don't know if that solves the economy problem.
It doesn't, but now I can start doing fun things. I'm going to run here.
You're going to run here?
Yeah. I didn't see this. I actually decided I want to run your hand if that's okay.
You want to run my hand if that's okay?
Yeah.
May I introduce you to Nonsense?
No shit. Never mind. Oh, that's really bad. Okay. Do I die? Do I die here?
How many cards do you have in your hand?
I have 5.
Then no, you can't die.
You can't die here. Because
Even
at
if you just eat all
most
the
you're going to
subs.
take 4.
Yeah, okay, that's right.
Because
it's not a... I'm used to Bonhar.
You could choose to die by pitching to Audrey to try and break it.
Right.
But you just let it fire.
I think I just let it fire, yeah. Because it's 2 to go to 3, and then I could break 1 sub, and then the 3...
You would break 2 subs.
I would, yeah.
Yeah, so you would take 3. 5, so you would live, but...
Okay, you go ahead, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have a look at these 5 cards and decide which one we want to...
To speak to Caesar, like, I think the face check on Anansi is hard to evaluate. It's an ice that is very good at all stages of the game.
Yeah.
So the tax on having it face up is less than many of the other ice in its class. And obviously also the nightmare scenarios that you hit Saisaton and you're either dead or
1
you're just
damage and
completely
then 3
out of the
damage.
game
You
for
5
5
in hand.
credits.
I have 5 in hand, yeah.
So this one,
There's 1.
and then let's pick which one you keep.
Bum, bum, ba-dum.
You can keep this one.
Okay, so I lose a Keiko, Light the Fire, and a Cookbook.
Okay, and now you access a card from my hand.
And I use this. Are there 6? Yeah, that one.
This one? This is a Spindoktor.
Okay. I will use my Imp to draw a card, gain a credit. And that goes into Friday chip. It's all happening. Okay, good. I'm done.
Excellent.
I trashed a card. Audrey goes to 2.
Okay.
She would be broken, then you could hit R&D. Yeah, well. I didn't have the clicks left.
Let's go install credit advance.
That looks like a Charlotte. Okay.
Yeah, Wenjong, light the fire is gonna be absolutely busted when border control rotates, and for now I live in fear of border control.
So I was playing
I've been gotten by Light the Fire out of Essa because I think that deck can run it without like feeling terrible, because at least when you use it you get to draw a card and make the corpse sabotage even if they do keep you out.
Yeah.
And to clarify, Erika's turn there was install, credit, advance.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm playing the price. 1, 2, 3, 4. Steel Skin's going to draw me 2.
Mm-hmm.
And I think probably I want the Cleaver, but the Fermenter is the short-term solution to a longer-term solution to a short-term problem. I don't know. What would you do here, Holly?
If I'm sitting here and knowing that your deck isn't on Banhar, the ability to get through Tatu Bola is something that you're going to need.
All right, I'll do it.
Yeah, I think if we hadn't seen Steel Skin and Ashen in the bin, there could be the case, or labor rights, and Ashen in the bin.
Yeah.
There'd be a case for it. But I guess you're also on Simulchip, so
I am on Simulchip.
then if you're on Simulchip, I would say take the
money.
Take the money. You're not going to take it this turn, but you're going to want to take it next turn.
All right, I'll take your advice. Cleaver's going here. That was click 1. That comes in with 2. That's good.
Did we forget the Friday chip?
Oh, I did. I forgot to move it. I would have
Yes.
just going there basically
Yes.
the whole game,
unless
I need to pump an Audrey.
Yeah, and so in this situation, the R&D run or the remote run is relatively free here. Because the only res is Tatu.
I mean, this feels like it's a Charlotte, so I kind of want to
That's a Charlotte with a Daniela sitting on top of it.
Contest.
Almost definitely.
Oh, well, yeah, Daniela would be a thing. That would mean that I couldn't...
No, Daniela won't impact it.
Steals.
Yeah, Daniela only prevents
trashing
steals or trashing it. When it's face down, it has
Okay.
no text on it.
Okay.
So this is a remote run turn.
I'm going to run here.
Okay.
And so there can be a res up to a 5 here on a Saisaton.
Yep.
What's one strength? So not non-AI icebreaker. So that is a 2 strength echelon.
Mm-hmm. And you're
How
also
do you have
you're also
the memory for this?
I don't. 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't. That's the thing, huh? Would have kicked the Audrey out. That's not good.
Steel Skin, price,
I just don't have it.
cookbook. Okay, so there was nothing installable that wasn't a program off that price.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good catch. Sorry about that. I don't think I can take...
taking the cleaver over. Oh yeah, because you well, so if you don't have
this, then I probably want that. I think.
Yeah.
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 All right.
Because
Well, then I've done
otherwise
this.
you can't contest the Tatu Bola.
Yeah. All right. That's my fix. Is that okay?
And
Yeah.
Yep.
and then in this case you need to take some money because you're not representing
Yeah,
breaking
I
a
can't run this now without having some way of breaking.
Mm-hmm.
I am very poor right now. Well, now I can fix that problem with this. Okay, so I can click the Simulchip. I can nothing's been in nothing. Yeah,
Something has
You
been
trash
trashed.
the Audrey.
right. So the
So now
Simulchip
you can
go,
chip back the fermenter
Yep.
to your 4th memory.
Yep. There we go. I could pop it just to challenge, but I don't know if I want to do that.
So this is a very important turn because if Erika manages to res that Charlotte, then
It
she's
starts rolling.
It starts rolling, and you're not quite out of the game, but you're massively far behind.
I know how good like 2 turns of Charlotte pumping
So
stuff is. So you think I should contest it?
Popping and contesting
Alright.
feels bad,
do
but
it.
I think that's the way that you stay in the game here.
All right, let's give it a try. So last click will run here. We've got this very robust suite of cards, and I feel like this is relevant because you were looking at Echelon, but anyway, let's find out.
Yeah,
So
because with 5 credits, it's representing
4 credits. Oh, with my yes.
with your hypothetical
Right.
Charlotte.
This and a Charlotte charge is a Seisenton res,
Yeah,
potentially.
it's a Seisaton res. It's not representing a teeny.
And that's 2, so I would have to pump 3 and break for 1, so I have just enough.
No, this is 2 strength.
That's 2 strength.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Echelon counts itself. That always gets gets you.
I just didn't see the alt art doesn't register as a freaking icebreaker to me sometimes.
Okay, so I'm trying to figure out if this is worth actually rezzing here.
Doing some training today, indeed. Game droids, yes. I'm always I'm a novice player. You know, like I tend to get distracted during games, and I
think
like
we're
having
going to fire the Charlotte
people give me tips
for 3
Nice.
credits.
Yep.
No res here, but then spend 2 to res Daniela.
So I have to put both these underneath my deck.
And
So
so,
trash.
if you want to trash the Daniela, yes. And so you're going to end on 3 credits.
Yeah, that's what I was checking.
So if we're pretending that this is open deck lists,
Yeah.
this is absolutely a trash you should make.
Yeah.
There's nothing that can contest you or kill you here. You get it off the table. You either use an imp counter, which is free.
Yeah, I'm planning to use the
Yeah,
imp.
use the imp counter.
Yeah. It's going into Charlotte.
Yep,
Trash
put your
with
hand on the
yellow.
bottom.
Yep. In a random order, I guess, technically.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
Enjoy your
and I
credit
can
in your
draw
card.
back up next turn.
Enjoy your credit in your card.
In my card, yes. Lou. Thank you, Lou. All right, I'm good.
Okay. Got our card draw.
Got a neat little under the desk bike perfect while I dungeon crawl.
Oh, are you playing Shadow of the Erd Tree? Because I think that came out maybe 2 days ago, and that.
What's that mean? What is it? Under the desk bike perfect.
As in, he is sitting at his
He's-
desk pedaling a bicycle right now, or she, or they,
Super not, yeah.
but like just sitting at the desk pedaling as we speak.
What? I don't understand.
You've never seen these? They're these like
No.
they're these like almost like
Those are like
reclining
like a-
bicycles.
like a
so you
little
like sit and you
recumbent thing?
recumbent and you can just kind of pedal. It's the equivalent to like the treadmill.
That's kind of
but
cool.
you're not like kind of moving up and down as you do it. You can just stay in place.
Yeah. How do you understand that? Yeah.
Anyway, we're going credit, Hansei.
Okay.
Your go.
Okay, so Friday chip is onto the imp, and nothing else start of turn. I will Nuka
Mm-hmm.
to draw 3.
To talk to that sort of playing the hand tax suite with Blood in the Water, one of the things that I think is strong about the Issuaq deck in particular is that it represents a really strong fork. Between, or not even a fork, it's just, hey, you can't generate enough cards in hand to steal this. Whereas if you're just playing something like Blood in the Water, if they don't contest the remote, the blood is just forever dead in your hand. And it's also worth points.
And also, Issuaq can't get it needs to not be installed or advanced that turn. So you can't like have their hand be empty, install, score, Blood in the Water, get the counter.
Mm-hmm.
So it's only 2 points ever. And you want to win the game by scoring 2 agendas.
I drew 3 times. And then I'm going to moshing.
Well, wasn't one of them a Nuka?
Yes.
It was a Nuka.
Yes.
Yeah, so
draw,
five
draw,
cards
sorry.
go to a 6
I
card
spent
hand.
3 clicks drawing. Strike, fun, steel, skinned, Friday chip.
Okay, so another 5 and 5
5.
crazy card.
Yeah. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mm-hmm.
Last click.
See, the problem with this whole like doing intelligent discussion thing is I've completely lost track of what the top cards of my deck were from this Anansi firing.
Listen, this is, if you ever wonder why do Eric and Nick play so badly when I play on stream? It's because you're trying to have a conversation with chat and each other and then this, and you just can't remember half of what's going on.
That's my superpower. I'm always distracted
But-
while I play
so-
Netrunner.
Blood in the Water aside, Lucille, I have been
It is,
curious
yeah.
if
you
playing
feel-
the like Daniela Data Loop suite out of Ag Infusion might just be better, but I don't know
So
that I'm a
in
good
this-
enough Ag
in this spot
Infusion
with
player
your
to
last
know how to
click,
build
I would
that.
play here.
So
If
someone
If you're not
else,
planning on making a run,
Yeah, that's good.
put that down.
someone else
so
who's
you're not
better
memory
at
constrained.
Ag Infusion is going to need to. Wait, how are you putting that down when you went draw moshing?
It's a good point. I did draw moshing, and I didn't flip over my last click, and I got distracted talking about talking.
Mm-hmm.
Botulus and
It's a shame. It's just shame, Augustus. It's a shame that Anemone says during a run. Otherwise, you could just start doing so much rude stuff with it.
price. No, that's going in. Okay. Discarding price feels bad.
Hey, you only got 4 cards left in there. You need those cards.
Yeah. There's no more Audrey, so I don't worry about that. I just need to click for credits for the rest of the game, apparently. So.
Yeah. Hey, clicking for credits was good enough for a while.
Yeah, transport us back to 2012.
Go ahead.
Ooh.
Okay. It was second ice.
Second ice, credit, and draw. Second ice, take a credit.
Okay. All right, so one of these I think is a Kiko. I think there's only one in here.
This deck's only on 1 labor rights. That's something to maybe think about, is that typically having Ashen plus 2 waster current makes it feel a lot safer.
Well, also, like, the Ashen Hoshiko decks are usually on Ashen, 2 labor rights, and a Steve, so that you can, like,
You've got
always
4
have
hits
something
for
you
it.
can price into to get your labor rights back.
Draw. Simulchip for 1 and Fermenter
Okay.
for 1. One of these.
If only I had a subliminal messaging to get back right now.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Hey, it could be one of those face down cards. You could be slow rolling it.
Yeah, I lost the labor rights and the Ashen pretty early on, and yeah, one of each. It's a real shame we can't hit people with Anemone off turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, good. I feel like
Ashen Host used to be on Steve and then has definitely migrated away as the influence has started getting spent on.
Well, not against Diamond was not again. Not Yeti's Diamond of the
Maybe-
UK players like describe the Diamond.
Maybe someday I'll get a turn where I don't go click to draw a turn on the first click. But it's not yet that.
David, in
for
terms of
something.
why no run and trashes
Go
for the
ahead.
draw, you're not representing enough money favorably for that sort of exchange. So the fear is right. We've entered sort of this mid-game point where you want to be getting these runs, but you can't contest the ice as well. And I think that's one of the weaknesses of the modern Loup deck, is that
This goes there.
it's not allowed to play as aggressively as it was before, because there's 4 memory of programs on the table here, and Friday Chip is generating imp value, but it's not filling the same hole in
Oh
the
wait,
heart.
that's your deck. Oh no.
Yeah, this is my last card here.
Oh dear.
No, we're good. I just wanted to find a different card first.
Are you only on 2 Kiko?
Yeah. Oh, they're both in there. Oh, that's very unfortunate. Okay, well, we're popping the Fermenter. We're going to 6. That's not good. I thought the other Kiko was in here, and I thought that was the card.
Yeah,
So,
I've
that's what I was
done
drawing
the
for.
exact same thing. I'm like, yeah,
Where
I'm
you're
drawing
drawing for a card that's not in your
I'm like,
deck.
damn, I can't believe this card's at the bottom of my deck, and then I draw, and that's not the card. And you
All right,
go,
we're
oh,
doing it
whoops.
the hard way. We're gonna play this buzzsaw. Get 1 back. Nope. Get 1 back, Eric. Not 5. Jeez. Simulchips don't even really do anything here.
Well, you're
I can
it
flicker
lets you
the-
reset an imp.
Yeah, but once I install
Yeah,
my
so
turbine,
that's really the problem here, is that you have
I
no
needed a
console, you
Kiko.
have no way.
I missed that I had the second key.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think you might have if you're planning on installing Turbine, you were about to no longer have an ID effectively.
Yeah. I can. Let's run here. Last click.
Run here, last click. I'll just res this here Tatu Bola,
Yeah. Okay, so we spend a credit to break it.
and I will gain several credits.
Yeah. See the top. We'll trash it with Imp.
Farewell, Lacosta.
Draw
I
my
would
last
love to
card.
have you. Draw
Credit
your
for
last
you.
pathetic card, Yugi.
4, 5, 6. And then I have to discard a card.
My grandpa's deck has no pathetic cards, but
Uh,
it does have. Keep that. You're gonna want that, because that's
You
hit
think
points.
so?
That's better hit points than that.
I want this
So because we're
because of this.
actually no, you're right. Sorry, you're right. Right. I got in my own head. But this is also a safer discard.
That's true. Discard the botchless. I didn't see
Alright.
the botchless, yeah.
I'm going to fire this Rashida Jahim.
Rashida's loss is going to be
I'm so
Devastating.
worried about Corpse post-dawn because I feel like so many, like, Anansi's going, Rashida's going, like...
There was a round yesterday where there was nothing but Corp wins.
Yes, but there was also a round where there was nothing but Runner wins.
That's true. Yeah, actually Runner feels stronger to me in
Yeah,
general.
Runner was definitely favored over the course of the
Have you drawn
tournament.
the cards half of your Rashida?
I have not. I'm doing that right now.
Oh yeah, don't forget to do that. That's important.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Charlotte helps a little bit to
Charlotte-
make up the.
Charlotte is really good, but Charlotte,
There's
in
also
my mind,
two influence outside of Jinteki.
Charlotte also fills more of the NGO front sort of daily quest niche of like you're going to put something in a remote and you're going to continually protect it, as opposed to just like you have a remote, you put something in there for one turn, it fires and you gas up.
Netrunner has a long and storied history of economic powerhouse women that fuel the corp. There's like Estelle Moons and Rashida Jahims and Charlotte and like I can't think of like dude assets that you install that are like here's your money. Although
Well, now you're
Adonis
thinking.
campaign.
I was thinking.
Okay.
Also you're thinking. I'm thinking of the OG Brian Stinson.
yeah, I was Brian
like,
Stinson. I was thinking of but I couldn't remember. Is Brian Stinson a money generating card?
Anyway, my turn
he
was...
plays transactions from the bin.
Yeah. Okay.
My turn was install, advance, discard 2.
Okay.
Odd Radish. That's really rough. The drawing for an agenda, realizing that your deck is invalid. That's a real bad feeling.
No. Good old Thomas Haas. Okay. Hey, Kevin. All right, so I do this. Everything got hard all of a sudden. I think we're just gonna overinstall it. Sadly.
Rest in peace.
So my advice here would be to spend this simul chip to pick up a fermenter. And then get an extra click and just get $4 out of the exchange.
Before doing this.
Because you're never going to use that simul chip again.
Right.
Because then you get the $4.
Trash the imp, fermenter, click to trash the fermenter, get 4 credits.
Get $4.
Yeah.
Then immediately spend that $4 on the turbine.
Cool. That's
Because you're never simul chipping any of these again.
I had previously identified that these simul chips are no longer useful, and then promptly forgot about it with the shiny turbine.
2 credit. That's 2 clicks you got there.
Yep. Okay. Now, this might not even be worth it. What am I worried about? Let's see.
So for now, that's not going to do anything. When threat 4 turns on, assuming you steal 2 agendas.
Boto.
Yeah.
Boto is on 7.
Boto is 6 strength on threat 4.
There's a rhymed Boto.
You're thinking it's 7 because of the rhyme game, where you had rhyme versus Ice Carver, and you were just like doing arithmetic at him.
Yep. All right, so I'm just gonna lose this game. Let's run there.
I'd like to introduce you
Data
to my
Loop.
friend Data Loop.
Hey, I get to put them here.
Yeah, you could have a deck again.
I can create a deck. I choose here. Yeah, it's this one and that one. Good. Breaking a data loop
will cost you
me
$1.
1 whole credit because the bus has 3 plus 2.
It's a barrier, but cleaver.
Yeah, I meant that.
Yes.
The other red one. There, that makes more sense to my brain. 1 credit. Good. I'm through.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Data loop again?
David Hoffman, that would have generated an extra 2 credits there. Yeah, if he had fired on the end of Erika's turn.
And I will pitch from my hand a single card.
Okay.
It's not on buffer drive.
It's 2. Is it
2
2
net
once?
damage.
The influence spend. The influence
And then there's a net damage subroutine.
that you can break.
Yeah,
So
for a single
So I get
dollar.
my 2 credits.
you get your 2 credits, and then you spend 1 credit to not lose the game immediately.
Yep. Continue. This could be a virus and I'm dead, but I'm never getting back into the server, so I'm gonna check it.
Which card would you like to see first?
I want to see the advanced one first.
It's a Fuji, actually.
Oh boy.
Which also kills you.
Good game. That game was over as soon as I didn't have
As
the
soon
Keiko.
as you lost the Keiko,
Yeah, like...
And probably before then. Probably before when I
It's-
lost the Ashen and the Labor Rights.
The influence spread on this
40 cards with, like, price and moshing definitely is, that can happen. Where you just are like, oh wait, my deck is gone.
Yes. Jeff, it's Ashen Labor Rights is the reason why it's not running buffer drive. And it's been fine, generally speaking. It has, I haven't had a run out of your deck. I ripped through this really, really quickly.
Yeah. Well, also it was like the Anansi face check with those in your hand.
Yes.
Like that might be a real argument for don't face tech the Jinteki ice if those are in your hand and you can't afford to lose them both.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna step out of the way and let the two of you face off.
Oh, okay, sure.
What
Am I going to continue adapting?
I didn't even hit my head on the mic. I feel so proud.
Yay! Good
Wow.
job. And we didn't track agenda points at all, but you did hit your head on my seal.
That's
I did hit your head on
because
the
literally not a single agenda point was scored or stolen until
That's
you
true.
died.
That's true.
So
Yeah,
if
good.
you'd like, we can press this score 3 button, and then is this reset?
No, you gotta hold down one of the buttons, any of the threes there.
Just hold it.
Hold it for a while, yeah. And let go.
Excellent.
Got the Ashen buffer drive for infinite money is the engine. Buffer.
Oh yeah, but
Buffer,
yeah.
that's what I was saying. Is like having back in Noblu, Buffer Drive and Steve was like insane because Buffer Drive plus
Strike
Audrey meant
yeah.
that you sort of never ran out of cards, and if
Right.
the cards you were discarding were Steel Screens and Strike Funds, you just got to cruise.
Right. Is the Hosh list spicy in any way other than the normal way?
The only spicy contention in this.
That pink one.
That
one.
Yeah, the only concession to spice in this list is the fact that I'm playing Paladin instead of 2 Memes. And I'm playing Paladin because I really like Paladin and I think the card's cute. Influence spread is...
Like the art of the card is cute? Or?
Yes, the art of the card
You're
is cute.
literally like,
I'm
"Ooh,
literally,
an
I think
otter."
it's cute. It's Influence is 1 Pinhole, 2 Bones, 1 Ashen,
Some
echelons, and then the Singleton legwork.
Why is the camera shaking?
It's the table. It's because when I play Netrunner, I put my...
No, everyone stop moving entirely. Is my dryer going downstairs? I don't know what's going on. All right, ignore me. Hit that one. Thank you.
Everyone is going to get slightly motion sick.
I don't know what's going on. I'm looking around the room. I didn't hear anything you just said because I'm just entranced by the rocking camera situation. Sorry.
You need one of those like incredibly expensive movie anti-wiggle things.
All right, you heard it here first. Patreon. I need 40 grand.
This is not actually a big deck. This is a double-sleeved deck because I bought these sleeves, realized they were not matte, so I had to get
not opaque.
not opaque. So I had to get perfect. I had to get dark inner
smokes.
sleeves. It's just 47 cards.
Yeah, that's a big dryer. Yeah. My house is just rickety when you start rotating objects very quickly. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to take away 5 of your credits.
No, I needed those credits.
Alright, how do we feel about this hand?
Huh. Well, this is like a handful of good cards, but it's not a hand that has really a plan right now.
I think I'm pretty good
So
with this
I'm
hand,
gonna
actually.
send it back.
What is the thing that you're looking for? Yeah, I would love to actually.
Well, I was
so-
going to say, because Hosh isn't really a deck that's mulliganing for a card. It's a deck that's mulliganing for, like, the matchup, or just, like,
Yeah,
your
so
hands
this-
are usually so good, it's just, does this hand look like it's above average?
This hand is a hand that I would be thrilled to see versus an asset deck because I can just go Bones
yeah.
Hannah, kind of win the game. The rest of the cards don't matter.
Yeah.
But this is tech for a matchup that this isn't. Steelskin is interesting, but I don't want to see my breakers this early, so I'm
Yeah.
going to send it back. And it's a hand that like you kind of want, you know, breaker. You kind of want, you know, moshings, prices, companions.
And if it helps, the hand that I sent back last game was 4 Operations and Amavarus.
Okay. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
not
David
pushing you.
Hobbin, games ending 0-0 is something that I think happens relatively infrequently,
Yeah.
especially right now.
It did technically end 0-3 because he got the points before he died.
Yes, you get the points, and then I didn't win, so I got flatlined. Exactly. White Blade's in chat. Hey, Eric Kielbeck. I have met all these people. Hype. Welcome.
Killer job running NPC Boston, by the way. That was a really fun event, even though I game lost myself.
Yo, the camera's still doing the weird wobble.
I think it's going to keep doing that until your dryer stops.
All right, this
think
is
it
a
must
hand
be the
that
draw.
I am obligated to keep now, so take us
All right.
away. And my bad habit of playing my hand too far forward is going to be rewarded here, so the
Yeah,
stream
that's
can
good.
see it.
That's a good habit.
Go ahead.
Install advance. All right. I'm going to start us off with my favorite Netrunner card, the price. And see if
That's
I can
your
win the
favorite
game.
card?
No, it's not my favorite card.
Well, there, you won the game.
I won the game. That's so perfect. Thank
That's
you.
pretty good.
So you just have to ask for it, chat.
Alright,
You
so-
just have to ask for it. So
Alt art support will be required.
this is a Mystic Mammy.
Yeah.
It is the companion that generates money on events. But before I choose my only valid install target, I will get to draw 2 cards and take
Steel
2
skin
credits.
and strike fund.
Because I pitched a Steel Skin and a Strike Fund. Because
Pretty good.
I'm just a good player. You just have to want it.
Yeah.
Um,
Part of the cards.
Exactly. Now my click 2 will be
Eric,
this.
when is an NPC filling?
Pinhole Threading, running
Soon, right?
R&D.
Fire this Charlotte.
Yep. Pinhole Threading fizzles. It's a mandatory replacement effect, so I don't get an access on R&D.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Yeah. Right. It's a replacement instead of.
Experience a small amount of sadness.
We love -1 cost the price.
Yeah.
It's Joel.
It's chill. Sometimes, that's the thing. Sometimes the deck just hands you the game. Not necessarily here, but I'm going to draw 3rd click. And yeah, that's a great 4th click. It is going to play this Daily Casts, loading it up with some money and passing it back.
Mm-hmm.
Something that I'm always fascinated
And
with.
notably, Holly does not flip for Hoshiko
Yeah.
because she did not access any cards.
The way that people handle cards in games is such a style thing. And Holly, you like, you know, when you play a card, you do this thing where you put it up and let it go, and your deck off to the side there has got like some snark to it. Like
one of the things that this, and especially sort of this draw, has is, I don't know if anybody played Magic the Gathering back in
you can tell you're a Magic player.
2011, 2012. There was a set called Avacyn Restored, and in the set there was a mechanic called Miracle, where if you drew the first card of a turn, you could play it for a cheaper cost. But the ruling was that if you drew the card and you added it to your hand, it was invalid because nobody could tell where it was. So everybody was playing a lot, developed this thing where you would draw a card, you'd set it to the side, you would look at it, and then you would add it to your hand.
Wow. I've seen so many Magic players do this thing where they put it on the table and slide it back.
And now you finally know why?
Because Nick explained this to me, but I think he just thought it was like nobody can see this card, no one can know, but it's...
No, it was literally because there are effects that care about have you drawn this card this turn. So if you're resolving an effect
That's so
like...
pedantic.
That's an effect. If you're resolving a miracle, if you're resolving, say, a Sylvan Library or something where it cares about what cards you've drawn this turn so far,
I see.
you have to know what those are.
Okay.
So, like, if you do instant speed draw in response to a Sylvan Library trigger, the usual etiquette is just call a judge right now so that they can see what cards you're drawing this turn.
Okay.
Yeah. So David, to speak to that, I got a little greedy with that draw. I was really hoping to draw something pitchable so that I could fire this off for value, but then I drew something that I actually kind of wanted to install, so I just installed it anyway. With 2 clicks left, it's a little awkward not having an installable, just going for like a run and then a value credit isn't really where I want to be. But Erika, take your turn.
I already did.
Oh, fantastic. What was your turn? You installed an ice, you install the card, and you advance it again. Damn, that's a good turn. I'm going to...
Yeah, I took my turn a while ago. You were just chatting.
I'm going to Mystic Mammy here.
Yeah.
I'm going to start by drawing a card.
This must be killing the two of you, by the way. I know you're pretty fast-paced players. We're gonna.
No, that's fine.
bring
It's
it.
chill.
I'm chatty, and the truth is, when we do play at our own house, we take a lot longer because we're talking about the game.
Our usual play pattern at home is like we're playing halfway through, someone will be like, "Let me show you what this situation is." We talk about and decide who won the game, and then just start over.
Yeah.
Click 2 isn't going to be an HQ run.
An HQ run, you say?
Yes, an HQ run.
Would you like to access?
I would like to access.
Technically, you
I will
might.
access this card.
It
It'll
is
be
a hedge fund.
That's fantastic. You can keep that hedge fund.
I will, thank you.
If you were Lou.
That's true. If I was Lou, I'm going to play a Paladin Pomu. This is the companion that makes money for installable cards.
Sorry, I'm falling behind on my banking responsibilities.
And then
I love distinctive card / token handling. Sometimes watching people play gives me ASMR. Yeah. I really enjoy when
See,
somebody.
Holly and I are like the direct opposite. She's like over here like frantically flicking her cards. I just put my hand down and wait.
pass it back to you.
I fidget a bit. I do this thing.
We are going to fire this here Charlotte Casador.
So much of how I like play and handle cards was inspired by watching too much Brian Kibler as a kid. Like back when he played Magic like at a Pro Tour level, like because he would do this, and I'm like, oh, that's so cool. I got to learn how to do that. And
I learned how to do it, and I instantly regretted it. And I was like, oh no, my friends are gonna hate me now.
Well, so one of the things is that I'm trying to do on stream is I'm trying not to snap. I'm trying to just do it without making a sound.
Do the snap. Now give him the snap. Yeah.
Click 1, draw. Click 2, install here. Click 3, advance. Go ahead.
Sounds good. Oh, sorry. I missed my flip trigger because I got a little too excited.
You did get the money, I believe. You gave.
I did not give.
You did not give her the money.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, I'm a little richer than that. So I did flip.
Excellent.
Oh my gosh, what cool guests!
What cool what?
What cool guests!
I'm gonna pay out I'm gonna announce these triggers because in tournament I've gotten to the point where I just do it and people
You just
have to
move
trust
a bunch
me.
of money around.
So daily casts gives me $2. Coach takes $1. Both companions make $1.
Nice.
And
This is a Worlds.
this is
Or somebody
the
else.
promo from. Yeah, it's one of the world's winner promo packs.
And then she put it in one of those perfect fits that has like the fancy pattern around the edge.
Very good. Oh yeah, you can buy this off of drive-thru, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good Hosh. Some
What am I going to do here? Because this feels.
It does serve to intimidate a little bit.
This
sometimes.
is a little bit awkward in terms of what this hand really wants to do. So I'm going to do a click 1 draw. And that makes it a little easier.
Not suggesting to play cards.
Yeah, I'm going to click 2 moshing here, pitching Strike Fund Cleaver Maw for $5.
Not the pitch I've seen in my life, but
$5 and 3 cards.
I love the Maw alt art as well. That's a good one.
we have like 6 different mods at this point.
Where did that one come from?
This
That's
one
a
came
sick
from
Maw.
This one came from a prize table. As to who it's by, I'm not sure.
I just saw it. I've seen it just on some random bundle on Make Playing Cards.
It's got a price tag.
It's
on
neat.
it. It's 6
neat.
credits.
I played the Run Together mod. That's just like the delightful little doodle of like some sort of hungry monster.
Anybody in chat know who makes these and where I can get one?
The back alt art by Atomic Urine.
Okay, cool.
I can just go like that.
Oh yeah, zoom in.
Alt art by
Yeah.
Atomic Urine, and
Sorry,
it's
not
quite
to-
nice.
I totally derailed the game.
Oh no! On your own stream,
I know. No, but
in
actually,
your own attic.
this is awesome. Like the two of you explaining thought process and answering chat's questions on like why you didn't do a certain thing is probably really helpful for people. It is for me.
This is an awkward matchup. I've not played this matchup as much as I would like.
Isn't this a bit of a challenge for Hosh because like this deck wants you to kind of go fast.
So this deck
to,
isn't
like, before
necessarily.
it sets up its data loops and stuff.
Yeah. So it's threatening to attack on this axis. So I've kind of drawn I've drawn too much of one part of the deck and not enough of another part of the deck.
That exact sensation is why I didn't play Hoshiko at the CO yesterday.
Yeah.
Is just because the deck, I've been playing it for the last couple months, and it's like if you draw the right half of your deck, it's unbeatable, but you frequently just draw the wrong half of your deck.
Yeah.
So I'm going to install this cleaver here.
Okay.
Using a Paladin dollar.
Mm-hmm.
What am I going to do here now? Going to... install this Trickster Taka. Trickster Taka spends money on programs.
And that flips you back, I believe.
That flips me back.
Charlotte Casador shall do her Casador thing.
Seeing the second Casador is kind of rough.
And then we draw for turn.
Game for our regular Wednesday night meetup where I had 1, 2, and then 3. 2 got trashed and I just kept playing them. It was like the 4th turn. I had the 3rd Charlotte out. Felt good. I usually manage to draw about 8 cards before losing.
What's a girl to do? Let's play this hedge fund I've just been sitting on.
Okay, I wondered when that was going to leave your hand.
And then let's install a card here and then advance Miss Casador. Your go.
Gonna tick up. Gonna grab some money from casts, and then my friends make money.
And see, this right here is why I've been disappointed with Punitive. Is because so many runners just end up with a big enough pile of money that they can survive double Punitive, and this deck is not good at representing the 6-point Punitive.
Yeah.
Click to draw.
Unless what happens is this, where Charlotte's just getting you
Well, yes.
4 turns of money. You know, that it can go in your favor, but it's like your luck of the draw.
Yes, but like it's are you making money twice as fast as the runner?
Probably
Because you
not.
have to have more than them twice.
I'm going to play 1 credit off Mammy for a Raindrops Cut Stone, Raindropsing HQ.
Raindropsing HQ.
Yes.
I'd like to introduce you to my friend Sysenton.
Sysenton. Delightful.
And
what will you be naming?
So, the fact that this is your first time spending a Mamie credit before it got up to 3 makes me tempted to not say event, so I think I'm going to say resource. Resource.
Okay. Let's take a little
Cards
net
in hand.
damage. 5 cards.
That's the 1.
That's a 1.
1. That's a resource.
No. Daily Cats.
Alright. That one.
Oh no.
That's a resource.
Daily Cats again.
That one. And that one. Why did I roll a dice?
Ooh.
Alright, you lived.
Your
Yeah.
whole hand.
That's a little rough. We're gonna replace it though. Don't worry, we're gonna replace it.
Yeah, 3. Yeah. Raindrops.
Declined access.
Okay.
What is the thing that kills you there?
Fiji.
Fuji, yeah.
Oh, out of hand. Yeah.
Hit a
So
Fuji. If she hits a Fuji, she just dies.
At
Yeah.
what point? I guess just is it when you in that scenario you don't need to access. So because it represents a chance, even though however slim.
Yeah.
just does
Well,
it.
it's also
So
a matter
if
of,
I felt like I was unfavored,
I'm going to be holding the Fujis in hand more than any other agenda because they are the most likely to be in that situation.
Okay.
So the other element here is the only benefit I get from the access is a potential trash and a flip. The potential loss is losing the game.
Yeah.
If I felt like I was unfavored here, I would take the access because I felt like I needed it.
Yes.
But even with this, I feel like I'm still in an okay position.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And additionally, like, she knows my list, but especially against Issuaq, which is a deck which, like, historically, not a lot of people sort of know what you're doing. Like, there could be snares in this.
Sure.
You don't know what they're...
Yeah.
What,
In that
what
scenario,
you're about to wander into.
Right.
And then last click, I'm going to run archives.
Excellent.
The thing that makes punitive easier is having both players spend creds, which Issuaq decks
exactly.
sometimes have issue with.
Yeah, like I said, I think Punitive makes a ton of sense in restoring humanity and stuff like that, where you get to run 3 of them and you get to make the runner actually like have to go check to see if you have Regenesis or check your archives or whatever. Whereas Issuaq is kind of just, you set up a situation where they can't get in and then you score. Anyway, I'm going to res this Lacosta grid, and then Charlotte's going to get advanced. I'm going to net $1 from that. Drawing 1 card for Charlotte and 1 card for turn.
Oh, because Charlotte, you can still just pop Charlotte for 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, in general, when you have Lacosta grid Charlotte, you still want to manually advance once because you want to have the Charlotte have the advancement after she's used.
Yeah.
So that if you want to overinstall her, you get your $3.
That's a good. Yeah.
If
I
for
haven't seen that
example,
play down.
Holly runs this, I can get the $3 back.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have how many cards in hand? 3? 4?
4.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, 3.
I thought so, because you drew off raindrops and then didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I drew up raindrops. Okay, and then I flipped it. Yeah, my brain said 4 because I'm gonna have 4 cards at the start of my turn from the host trigger.
Right.
But 4 is not this turn.
I think we're going to go click 1 draw.
Yeah.
Let's pop the Charlotte for $3.
It's happening.
Hey,
Hey, it's Izzy.
let me into QTM. This is my mandatory saying it every time you join chat that I'm here. I need those fermenters.
That's the reason.
That's the reason. The only reason.
No, I'm not popping Charlotte.
You're not popping Charlotte?
That's
Delightful.
foolish. I've misunderstood the situation I'm in right now.
Delightful.
So I've drawn, and then I'm going to go. Install.
Okay.
Yes, thank you. And then I owe you a single card.
Delightful. Gonna start my turn declaring my triggers. Host draws a card. Casts, finishes off. Each one of these forest friends
Look at that.
makes $1.
That's
Who said Rizeki is gone? Who said?
All 3 is wild.
The gang.
That's why I'm playing Paladin.
All 3.
For
Just
What,
for
you don't believe in
Fencer.
Fencer Fueño?
We thought about Fencer for the Loup deck, honestly.
Oh no!
Just play Scrubber.
Yeah, there's that. But also, if you do Fencer buy bands,
Click one, draw.
you could get that money and then spend it.
And then you're paying influence on the buy
Yeah,
events.
it's not
Oh
good. It's
my.
not good.
This is a little rough. We're trying to find some breakers here. Click to draw.
Yep.
All right.
2 of each.
I've got 2 of each.
Is there 1 of each in the bin?
There is a buzzsaw, a cleaver in the bin, and a turbine.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna pay this sure gamble for net 2 credits.
And just become very wealthy.
Become very wealthy.
Oh yeah, no, the three credits off of Mamie Sure Gamble always feels delightful.
So that was a draw sure gamble.
So that was your third click.
Paying 2, netting 7.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to play last click the price.
Hey, it's Nick. Just popping in before heading to bed. I think Derek was just insisting on Fencer to annoy me.
Stripping a
sleep,
strike
man.
fund for $2.
Yeah.
Okay, and then, hey look, it's a Banhar.
It's
to let you-
Banhar or Hannah.
to let you into the Seisenton for just 3 net damage.
Yeah, a cool 3 net. Banhar, I think, is actively bad versus this deck. I think it's going to be Hannah.
Which is, at least can click for 2
It
clicks.
saves you the click for the run. Yeah.
It does save me the click for the run. And then I'm going to flip back. Pass it to you.
Alright, Charlotte's $1, $2, and $4.
He was trying to do Taka and an Audrey deck. I had to fight so hard. Oh, I see. I see the issue now. I saw him use the Taka a fair amount. Running
Now.
making runs for net 1 credit, like positive credits. It's pretty good.
Now we fire the Charlotte. Charlotte goes to the big
Yeah,
Charlotte in the
Taka and
sky.
Audrey it's a bit of a non-bow.
Well, it's once you get the big rig set up and you have your Kiko out.
We're going to go triple install
Triple
here.
install.
Triple
I'd
install.
love to see triple install. That's so fun. That tells me that I'm about to play the most fun game of Netrunner. My companions tick up here. Going to click on draw here because I really want to find this breaker rig.
Right, Jeff? I used Taka in my draft deck over the weekend and it carried my
Click to
icebreakers.
draw.
Clown car assembled.
Oh, Mammy should have $1.
Mm-hmm.
Click 3 is going to be a run on archives before access.
Yep.
Boost with Trickster Taka in order to save the credit, or in order to spend the credit. Access the face down card.
The face down card, I'm afraid, is a bacterial.
Yo, it's a
programming.
bacterial. I love stealing a bacterial. That makes me so happy.
I wasn't,
Wait.
I wish it wasn't, but it's what it is.
All my companions will juice themselves up now.
Oh, you went to 2 because you were afraid of stealing an agenda.
So
because if
or
Taka's
went-
at
went to-
3 at the end of
You went
the,
to 1.
I went to no, so I didn't expect to steal it. I went to because
can only spend
I can
2.
only spend 2
That's
to
why.
boost. I
That's
can't
why.
break a non.
I missed it. It was on
barrier
3.
sub. Yeah.
This was actually somebody else was doing this during the tournament. I was like, oh yeah, you can. Oh, it was Dan. Dan was like pumping with cleaver just to avoid things. Like, oh right, because it's pump 2. That's really unfortunate.
So that, I mean, I'll take it. You know, and then I'm the pink mat, so I will in fact
You stole
3.
That's the one. I gotta change that too.
Thanks, chat. And then once Erika is done resolving her bacterial, I will access that card. In
We
the
could
bin
have
as
taken
well.
a break.
the card that I just put in the bin is a thimble rig.
That's a pretty quick bacterial resolve.
It's probably not optimal, but like I also don't want to sit here for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It also helps that it's not a YDL deck, so.
I mean, those are usually easy.
Yeah,
You're just
draw all the cards.
Yeah, put 1 ice
Grip
back.
7.
Yeah, that's an ice carver. And then I'm gonna flip Hosh.
All right. I'm going to That's what that is. Okay, lost track of my own cards.
That's
We are going to have Lacosta advance this card, draw for turn. Then we're going to go Shameless.
Score a Fiji.
Fuji. Shoot you for
Owie.
$2 in cards. Let's say 3 and 5. So these two.
These two cards.
Yes, please.
That is a Stargate and a Moshing.
And then I
like
will
that Stargate.
install a new card in this remote.
A new card in that remote. Sounds good.
important there.
I think I'm about to lose this game, actually. I'm going to take up these furry friends. Go like that. This is really unfortunate here.
I like situations like this remote just seems like a lost cause.
So I need to go contest the remote. The
Yeah.
problem is I don't have any breakers to contest the remote with.
Yeah.
I've not seen an echelon yet. And sometimes you draw the wrong half of the deck, which is unfortunate, but it does happen. So I'm about to fire off an Ashen Epilogue.
Let's see.
That's click one.
That's click
how
one.
many off the Mystic was that?
3.
Nice.
Fully loaded.
Fully loaded. Let's draw some breakers.
It's an axolotl.
Yep. It's an axolotl, an
a
otter,
little wizard
and a
hat.
fox. There's no wizard hat. There's no wizard hat in this one.
Yeah. Sad. Hey, Spiff. What's up? Thanks for joining. I don't think
I think I'm about to
seen you in
lose.
chat
I'm about to
before.
lose this game unceremoniously because I wasn't fast enough.
Wait for the Ashen Rip before you say that.
Hey, that's
It's gonna
fair.
be
That's
sick.
true. That's true. Watch me remove 5 cards.
So the one thing I will say is that 2 seamless here. So Lacosta.
I know you can't score here.
Well, technically, Lacosta seamless advance
Oh, it's a great
would do
remove.
it.
What'd you get?
These are great removes.
Benhar, Steelskin, Raindrops, Gamble, Price.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like if I have the 3rd seamless, I can score here, but barring that, I'm not scoring this turn.
Okay, well, click 2. We're gonna go even deeper. We're gonna go for moshing off a moshing labor rights sure gamble. Okay, well, I'm going to go. Click 3.
I'm like sitting against the light, so the glare means that I'm like, what is
Pinhole threading. Paying 1. Running archives.
Pinhole Throwing Running Archives.
Yes.
Excellent. Which of these cards would you like to
I will be
access?
accessing Lacosta Grid.
Excellent.
I will be boosting Trickster Taka.
Will you be
I will be
paying
paying $4
$4 to trash it? Rest in peace, Lacosta Grid.
And
You
then
were a fine, weird pile of circles in the middle of a little lagoon.
last click, I will.
your pile of circles? It is. I've never really looked at this art.
Install this turbine.
Usually here for the
Has to, yeah.
VODs. Don't make it often. Awesome live often. Thanks for joining, Spiff.
Making some change here.
Turbine.
Turbine.
Okay.
No, I should probably put these
Um,
slightly on camera.
Yeah, we got the counters and stuff.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Overinstall this card.
Mm-hmm.
Double advance.
Yep.
Go ahead.
There we go. Lose $1 to this incredibly exciting Hoshiko trigger that will draw me a breaker. Companions will make me some money. Click 1 Steelskin for a Memmy $1. A little too slow here, I think. Click 2 is an echelon.
Yay. Can you get in?
4. Is that a Fiji? Do I have to play like it is a Fiji? Can I respect it if it's not a Fiji? I can ostensibly respect it with this steel skin. Going to 6. Last click run.
Last click run, you say?
Yep, last click run.
So the cost.
Anoetic, you out?
And that's
That's
right?
game.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was a Fuji.
It was a Fuji?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
The
It was a
Lacoste
Fuji
trash.
with a Mavericks behind an anemone. So 6 lives, 5
6.
doesn't.
Yeah, 6 lives. Okay, so no, it's a data loop. So 6 would have. I had the steel skin in hand.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, so that would have lived regardless.
Hannah
Yeah.
instead of run there. Could have Hannah potentially, but
Hannah would have just given her a tag when I animated it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
No, but then I would have had the click that I used to fire Hannah. That is correct. I should have Hannah there.
That was Lucille and chat.
Yeah. No, I should. I
Or
forgot
at the very least, you should have clicked Hannah for the extra click.
Yeah. What I should have done is I should have Hannah'd first, give me the click back. I run, I get bounced. I use that click to generate 2 clicks, and then I can go in again.
Right. Baxter, the cost is installed.
Yeah.
I
was very much...
So you can only have 1 region installed in a server. This is a weird holdover.
It is the weirdest and most annoying rule.
So
you can have
should I
2...
swap out so you can play Holly?
Sure.
You can have 2 installed unique cards in the same server unless they are regions. Regions are explicitly 1 per server. It's very strange, and it's a holdover from FFG.
The weird part about it is that it's there's text on the card that makes it true, but there's a lot of questions as a new player when you're looking at the game going well, if a card is face down, it's not res, is its text active? Does it matter? And it's yes, in this case it does. Yeah. And Tranquility Home Grid, you can't install a Tranquility on a Tranquility just to trigger.
I don't headbutt your fancy microphone.
Good job. Everybody's doing much better than me with the microphone headbutting.
I think
avoidance.
it might come down to the fact that it's not our microphone, so we're showing it a lot of respect.
I tend to just stand up and do it all the time. We're doing the RH thing.
I'll be playing RH.
You did say you were curious about the...
Yeah.
So this is a Hollow Man RH deck. So you're looking to build on Impenetrable Archives. Dandy, Eric is the purveyor of these sweet poker chips, and he, in the show notes from I think 2 weeks ago, you can take a look and you can fill out a Google Doc and buy them.
Yep. Yeah, I'm doing an order on the 30th, and I will mail them to you. They're $55 a set, $8 shipping ish.
They are much nicer than the homemade ones that I made initially.
Your homemade ones have style. Are they? Did you bring them?
They're right there, if you want to look at them.
These are the progenitors of this set in many ways, in a lot of ways, exactly.
Yeah, except I just got adhesive paper and a big hole punch and cheap Amazon poker chips and made them myself, whereas you've actually looked up a service to make custom poker chips.
Right. We got core damage on these and virus, which we don't have represented. I am adding a tag chip, which is little crosshairs thing that says tag.
Yeah,
but
mine was the little Metal Gear Solid thing.
And you have a bad pub with a sad face.
Bad pub and a power cutter.
And a power cutter, yeah.
So this was just a set that we made for ourselves, and then Erika ended up sharing the files online. Yeah. So this deck is trying to abuse the interaction because you can fast advance a Regenesis from hand if you have the Hollow Man pre-installed. So what the deck wants to do is it wants to put an agenda in Archives, park both upgrades on top of Archives, and then fast advance out a Regenesis. And it's going to use Helheim servers in the late game in combination with Sisyphus Protocol to force someone to encounter an Anansi or an Atini at strength that they cannot hope to break twice, and hopefully use that to kill them. Issuaq won at 6, yeah.
Also, Jeff or someone else who knows the rules good, can Hollow Man's sysop text move it into a server that doesn't exist yet, or do you need a random piece of ice to make a remote to move it into?
I think you could move it into another remote that doesn't exist yet.
I see a no in chat.
You cannot. You need to have one. You need to have one ice hanging out.
Okay.
In order
just to make it a real server.
Yeah, because ostensibly you cannot create a server by moving. You need to. Yeah, move is not installed. So exactly, Lucille. Yeah.
Well, okay. The nuance missing from me there was that you need to install to create a server.
Augustus, is the Facerum Hush in reference to this deck or a different deck? Let's go back to main. There we go.
Okay, what am I playing against this?
You can play whatever you'd like.
Something else.
If you want to play something that's got
I think Augustus is saying that this deck is very weak to Facerum because strength doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, so this deck is relatively weak to Facerum. I've heard vague rumbling about play Mavris to blow them out, but also it's really hard to Mavris out of Facerum right now between Ari being able to put down another one and then Simulchip and all that stuff.
I'll do this. We'll try this out. I have had fun playing this lat deck. This is Sokka's boring.
Flat deck from a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Boring with Pressure Spike, Palangi stuff.
Cupulation, yeah, cards that other people were not playing and therefore somehow boring.
I think he's calling it boring just because it has to play Netrunner the entire game. Anansi does beat Viserion. You have to be very deliberate about like which ice you're positioning.
This deck, I don't think is doing any Viserion Revolver.
Oh yeah, the Revolver is weird too. Like for a boring deck, it's got a lot of weird cards. Like one of Fermenter.
Pinhole, Cupulation, lots of trick shots and stuff. Yeah, we'll give it a shot.
Okay. I'm going to keep this hand.
I'm going to shuffle my deck now that I looked through it explicitly in order. And I need a click.
I could take it.
Start messing with the balance of the game. Here.
Nick Mason, would you believe the invite is expired?
What? I made those things permanent. I'll fix that. Again, go check the link in 2 weeks ago, the last live stream we did. There should be a link to the Google form to order the poker chips. And otherwise, I will update this at the end of the stream, but I don't want to
put the Google form in the VOD for
Celestial
this.
Spark, the deck is very, like, it's not quite as dice to Doomblade as, like, the Loki deck was. Because it does have some game, even versus stuff like Clot. But it does have to work a lot harder versus Shaper. I think it's very much a meta call for if you're expecting, like, people who won't be bypassing your stuff or be sort of instant speed hushing.
Yeah, because I know this was the deck you were planning to bring to the local CO, and this is a deck that would eat a lot of local COs because people show up with fun stuff and then you kick their teeth in.
I'll be taking a mandatory draw. Click 1 predictive for 3 cards. Click 2 will be this Hansei review, pitching this card, netting 5.
Okay.
Click 3 will be a subliminal, getting a click back. And then click 4 will be this card right here.
Wow.
And then I'll get $1.
The Rare Archives Central First Icing.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Lucille, you're never going to get the magic out of our vernacular, even though I haven't actually played Magic other than, like, a couple games of cockatrice on Tabletop Sim.
Dice to Doomblade is a reference to the specific deck list for the Loki Ag Infusion deck that won Worlds. Because it was a super, super brittle combo deck. But if it's set up, it would actually hard lock you out of the game. It would demand that you run face first into a tier that you could not break.
How many cards do you have in hand?
I have 4 cards in hand right now.
Okay. That's relevant.
I'm about to get Burner.
I think it's because Lat is the ID.
Right. I play against Lat.
Right.
You played a lot of Lat back in the days.
Back when it was the incredibly most broken thing to do.
Back when you had Rizeki and Boat.
Yeah. Those were the days.
Heady days.
Anakim.
Laundry.
HQ.
Delightful.
Where's my thing? That one.
I'll fire that snare right quick.
Sweet. Okay. It's 3 net.
3 net. I'll take all those cards.
So that and that will draw me. This is the first time.
Yep. So you draw 1 card.
1 card, and then
you take a tag.
The laundry won't fire or won't Anakim.
Yep.
But I will get 2 credits off the dirty laundry.
You will get 5 credits off the dirty laundry.
Yeah, why'd you only get 2?
5. I'm sorry. Why am I thinking 2?
But you do
Will
get
you be
this.
trashing this, or will you be leaving this in my hand?
I will be trashing.
And you do get
Thank
this
you.
exciting tag.
Yes, exciting. Very good. Wow. Straight into a snare, huh? I haven't. Damn it. Okay.
Is Jamie in chat?
Shout out Jamie. Well, I gotta get it on camera. There we go. Question for the boring lat deck. SMC Fermenter, it's not quite that Rizeki. Because if you SMC Fermenter and then like somewhere on turn 3, the Corp player has the time to purge because the lat deck isn't applying a huge amount of pressure.
Well,
Well, no,
it can fizzle.
from Sokka's write-up, he said he would regularly against like slower decks just tutor for it, and then
3 cards
just
now?
let it tick up to like 6 before he popped it, because them purging was just an extra turn for him.
Okay.
Do I care about this tag?
Do you plan on
Right here,
playing
probably
resource,
not.
Draw a
resources?
card, and then I'm gonna
Yeah.
draw.
Yeah, I was gonna say that lat draw is probably worth more than clearing the tag. My turn's gonna start. I'm not gonna get that juicy little subliminal back, but I'm gonna mandatory draw. Click 1, draw. Click 2 is a subliminal, getting a click back. Then clicks 2 and 3 are going to be icing HQ and R&D,
Seems smart.
getting a credit back.
All right.
Cards in hand, Holly.
2 cards in hand.
It's an unfortunate number. Diesel for 4.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Stone ship? Because I don't want to die randomly later. Revolver.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
So you have the tag here. So if you want to keep that stone ship,
Yeah. Good point.
I'm also curious if just jamming this revolver on a turn you're not making a run actually makes any sense.
I was about to run,
Oh,
but I forgot about the tag.
okay.
So it made sense at the time. I'm not running. Yes, it doesn't make any sense.
Maybe spend those 2 credits
so I will do something else. We're definitely doing this then, so we'll go clear the tag for 2, and then we'll last click creative.
There you go.
1 for 5.
As far as last clicks go, that's a pretty good one.
so at my start of turn, I'm going to reveal 3 subliminal messages.
Yeah, I didn't. That's why I didn't want it to happen.
The third one's really the one that gets you. And then mandatory draw.
The third one.
Click on draw.
It does mean she needs to get a new face down card.
Yeah. Ha.
Click to
Subliminal.
subliminal.
Yeah.
Hey, get the click back.
Yeah.
Click to number 2, draw a card. Click 3, install paying 1, discard down, get $1 back.
Oh, Genesis. All right.
To you.
Question: do you anticipate having 5 more servers?
No, I don't. I'll just move. I'll just go like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I truth be told, I could just go right like that, But let's
I mean,
go like
you
this.
do need the remote to move into, so you,
Yeah.
you need room for 1.
Yeah, I would say
I
apologies.
do this I do it to myself all the time. I'm like crouched way the hell over here. And
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm never using any
I'm
of the
I'm too used to near Earth hub, right? Where it's
Yeah,
like I
and-
go over here and then I go over here and then I go over here and then I start
Yeah.
encroaching on your territory.
For me, it was like playing too much Asa group, and now I'm playing this Issuaq deck that only ever has 1 remote, and yeah, it's like you're just like huddled in the corner like Gollum.
DJ Fenris.
DJ Fenris. Who will he be hosting today?
Steve.
Steve. Sounds good.
Steve's heading there.
Mm-hmm. You never know.
Revolver.
You're
Revolver.
a shaper. You could have the spicy ones. You could get a Quetzal
6.
out.
Yeah.
Palangi.
Yeah.
Overclock.
Where are you overclocking? HQ?
HQ.
This is
It's R&D.
HQ.
Yeah, R&D.
HQ.
Yeah, R&D.
R&D.
That's fine.
Okay, you can still choose whichever one you would like. It's up to you.
I pointed at that one. I
You're
feel
gonna
like HQ is
stick-
probably more intelligent to do. I guess I'll change my mind.
Okay.
I'm drawing for a bit here. I would like this stone ship,
Sounds
so I
good.
don't die to anonymity.
That sounds like a good call. I am. You've got 5 credits
And
now?
how many cards do you have? 5?
I have 5 cards in hand.
That's what I thought.
I'm not gonna res. Do you have actions before access?
Steve.
Yep.
Ship Diesel.
You can have Stone Ship back.
Remove the Diesel. And access. This guy. 1. Okay. Lindsay. All right. Can I read that?
You can read
Been a
Lindsay.
minute.
Maybe we should zoom in on Melindsay for the camera.
Yeah. It's not like you can read the subs or anything. You can see the eyes. Do
So-
1 net damage. So it's Sentry, 5 strength, 7 res. Do 1 net damage unless the runner trashes the top 2 cards of the stack. Do 2 unless the trash the top 3, or 3 top 4. Yeah. Consider it's just getting worse and worse and worse. Okay. Doing 1, 2, and 3 net damage for a total of 6.
Or none for a total of like 10 cards from your deck.
Yeah, right. It's up to you. Okay, all that, overclock, go bye-bye. 4 cards, that's it.
Sounds good. I'll mentor a draw.
When you asked who DJ was hosting, I was like,
One
what do you
draw.
mean? This is Steve Cambridge.
Let's play
I made DJ Loup a lot more times than I expected in
Hansei
Parasana.
Review for
Okay.
5.
Yep. I had to run an 11 strength Lindsay twice from Sisyphus, so I just took the mill. Okay. I guess that's the idea, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Didn't need that deck anyway.
Yeah, it's fine.
I'm
Just
going
pretend they're on the bottom.
to
The whole deck's on the
Oh,
bottom of the deck.
Yeah. Exactly. Helheim. So what does Helheim do again? Make
Helheim
life
is
harder to
a
break?
2 res 3 trash upgrade
Yeah.
that during a run I can trash a card from HQ to give all ice protecting the server 2 strength until the end of the run.
Nice.
It's 2 per card?
It's 2 per card.
Okay.
It's a good card. And by a good card I mean it's a bad card, but it's
But
an
it's good
interesting
at
card.
what it does.
I'm going to install an HQ here for 1. And then I'll drip 1 from having a face down card. Pass to you.
Yo, I have no money. Is it raining?
It is raining.
Okay. Cards in hand 5?
4.
That's exciting. I'm gonna draw a card. That's not useful.
Yeah, DJ Loup is really good into assets because you can't just lean on.
Look for credit.
What's the other bug that costs 0? The program
Parisia?
Parisia. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a bird. It's not even a bug.
Parisia's like a
It's-
parallelogram or something.
I don't know what Percy is. I drew, click for credit, installed Fermenter.
Okay,
And
and,
I have
then
5 cards.
5 cards in hand,
Which is too
Sounds
many.
good. Mandatory draw.
Persia,
Before that, I will
appears to be
reveal
some sort of skyscraper
I see.
with some
2
water.
subliminals
With waves.
and put subliminals in my hand.
I think it's the waves. Percy probably describes the waves inside.
I just full on saw
Mandatory
this
draw?
dark parallelogram shape and never questioned the rest of the art. I'm just like, yeah, it's it's a shape. A lot of cards from Ashes are sort of
Click one,
shapes.
draw.
Shapey. Yeah.
Click to subliminal. Get a click back. Click 3 will be, or sorry, click 2 again will be installing a piece of ice on archives. And then click 3 will be installing this upgrade in archives.
It's real weird.
And then I will take credit. And in order to denote that this is an upgrade, I'm going to be putting this little weird little. How am I going to denote this being an upgrade? Thank you.
What I usually do is I keep the face down cards in archives sideways so that A, it's easy to see how many of them there are.
It's tricky.
There we go.
That's fine. We know it. Wow.
When do we ban Turbine and enter the Cyber Trooper Talent? The real reason is when we decide if we're also banning Takobi, because banning Turbine without Takobi is just kicking the can slightly farther down the road.
Jacoby's
Takobi's not as good,
Good
right?
to
And
go.
it changes the ice suites that you can run, but you're still threatening, you're still applying a lot of pressure to different ice suites.
this takes up. How many cards?
5
That's what I
cards.
thought. You were just some drawing there. Not great right now for me. This is getting concerning very quickly.
I do think Turbine is like pushed in what it's doing, but I think that it's the like Cleaver Buzzsaw Breaker suite that's the thing that makes the Turbine suite like actually cracked. Because it's not just that your breakers are high strength, it's that you're paying 1 per 2 subroutines for 2 types of ice.
Cleaver is also a bonkers good card. Just on its own. Cleaver is an amazing card. And Turbine just sort of enhances a strong card to be even stronger.
Okay.
Because like if you're playing like Turbine Pressure Spike or Turbine Propeller, like it's still like better than not having a turbine, but it's not nearly as oppressive.
We go. Click for a credit. I'm saving all my credits over here. Click for a credit. Play Trick Shot. There, that's the right server. Gets 4, and then
$4 dues.
I'll start us off. We're gonna res this Anansi here.
oh boy, that actually can be broken. I feel like.
Yeah, definitely.
okay.
You've got
2
this
for-
here
so
handy
it's
revolver.
4 credits,
Yep.
and then
3
power,
bullets.
yeah. The quick breakpoints on like what breaks what quickly is something that I would love to have more under my belt, but I just don't.
I
do
think
it
it's just a matter of playing a breaker suite a
a
lot.
lot, and I hop around, especially for stream too. So 2 more going
Yeah.
Trick Shot after we pass.
Successful, so you'll access 2 cards.
Access.
Will you
I
access?
will, that's right. And not an HQ. Darn. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, 2 cards.
Access 1 card.
That stays.
Access 2 cards.
That stays as well.
I was really hoping for the double snare.
Trick Shot goes away, and I draw off Anacam.
Yep.
Last click. Stone Chip. Okay. Lat draw.
Left draw. I'll do a mandatory draw. I'm going to click 1 draw. Click 2 and then get the click back for this subliminal messaging.
Yep.
Click 2 for real, hedge fund. And then click 3
Thanks, Dan. Glad you found the link.
will be creating a new remote.
Hey, remote.
A remote.
I could have used that for my Trick Shot.
And then generating a credit from having a face down card in archives.
Cards.
I will have, at the end of my turn, 4 cards.
Diesel. For 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This goes up, by the way. It's going great. What's important? I feel like this is a problem. But I don't know what else. Are you just putting all your agendas there so you can do whatever you want, I guess? That's
I only have 1 face down card.
Yeah, okay. It looked like a stack of face downs because
No.
it's all neatly tucked together. Stone Chip. I'm not gonna die. I'm still probably gonna manage to do it, but I think we're just gonna chill for a turn. And I'm gonna click this. I don't want dispersion on me because I don't feel like you have any pressure to do anything but purge there. So I don't know if you would have.
So in this situation, right, like the question of, do you want me to take the turn off? But how much am I even doing with my turn?
You're doing nothing. You don't need to do anything.
Yeah.
I'm so
And
far
she'd still
behind.
gain $2 because
Right.
of her ID in the
2, 3,
subliminal.
4, 5, 6,
I pick
7.
up the
So
subliminals.
I have to pitch and then I don't draw.
Well, you do that. I'm going to mandatory draw, so it's like...
Anacam and oh, that was the thing I could have done. Sad. Pressure spike.
Okay. Click 1 is subliminal, as it is. Click 1 again is a draw. I feel like I might do something a little weird here. Click
This is like
2.
weird. I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah. Click 2 is an install here. Click 3 is an
She's
install
off script.
here.
She's improvising.
I'm off script.
No idea what's
I'm
happening.
beginning to believe, and then I'll drip 1 credit.
Cards 4?
5.
5. Jesus. So this is a Regenesis. This is a Regenesis.
I genuinely have no idea what you're doing right now, Holly.
I don't either.
I think this is the 5-3, and that's a Regenesis, and this is the Helheim servers, and that much I think I get. So probably want the Regenesis. Trickshot's not like super useful here right now because of the fucking Anansi in the way.
I mean, it pays the 4 credits
It
to shoot
does.
the Anansi.
Yeah, but then you're out of bullets.
Yeah. Or you could just, eat it and pop some stone chips.
Okay, that's a reload.
It's a reload. I know exactly what is happening, and if I'm right, it's a nice spot. Is this only once a turn? It's only once per turn. Damn it. I feel like you're most... Oh, yeah, Code Gate's in there, too.
So, in the interest of open to rich, the code gates in this deck are the Atini.
Okay.
Full stop.
Yeah. All right.
Full stop. It's Tachibola and Boto for barriers. And then for sentries, you've got Anansi, Malinzi,
Saizentan?
Saisetan.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's do it. Let's do that. That's 1. I got 4 here. I don't really have... Oh, yeah, I got 5 off of this. Okay.
Rezaboto.
Okay. Pelangi. It is 1... There's 2 credits off of this to pump, and then all 3, huh? Yeah,
2 damage. I can trash a card to end the run, and I can trash a card to end the run.
Yeah. It is 1 for 1. All right, we'll go down
Shoot
to...
that dolphin.
Let's shoot that.
Are you taking the net damage?
No. I was on 3, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dolphin shot.
Dolphin shot.
Yeah, I'll continue.
Saisentan.
Still kind of annoying. Simul chip, reload this.
Yeah. If you had more money, you could boost throw the gun, but that does cost.
I always forget about throwing the gun.
So it costs you an extra $2.
Yeah, because
so
you
it's
would have to
probably
boost
not correct.
twice.
That's probably not correct. But that. If it's spending those $2.
Yeah. To
So
break
it
one,
costs 1 real
it's
credit.
a bullet. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine. Let's do that. So it's
Yeah.
Okay.
So then you spend
So then you
your
spend-
overclock money and $1.
So before I
and
do this,
You boost.
overclock for
$2
It's
is
just
1
2.
left on overclock.
Yeah.
And
right.
then you
and then
and
the
then
1
you
is
throw
for
the
reinstall.
gun.
Throw it.
Yep.
It trashes itself. It breaks one of the subs. Then I reinstall for 1 overclock plus this.
Yep.
With the simul chip. Actually, the simul chip makes it free.
Yeah, well, you're paying 2 to boost again.
Oh, that's right. That's the
And
boost.
then you shoot twice
and you
and
shoot
have 4
twice. So
bullets
you got
left.
4 bullets left.
Yes. Okay. I was catching up slowly. Good.
How many
Okay.
cards do you have in your hand?
I have 3.
Delightful. Before access, Reza Spin Doctor.
Yeah. Okay.
No action.
And you are now. I can't get you with
7.
Yeah, with lap. No action. You said.
No action.
I feel like I have to do this. Trash that. Doesn't feel good.
I'm curious if you actually do have to do that, because, it's not like you're going to get into archives to make her pop it, so, she's just going to over-install it anyway.
Okay. It just feels like the Power of Spin Doctor, where if there's, a card in here that is suddenly useful for the cost of 2 credits and I slow down, I'm already kind of, in the dumps here.
But yeah, I just feel like having 3 credits puts you way more in line to put, get money
To do
back.
something, yeah. Yeah, it does, for sure.
Because now, if you...
I'll take the advice. Let's put the Spin Doctor.
I mean, it's not necessarily
No.
advice, it's a
No.
question.
No.
Yeah, I'll try that.
Because
Drop
because
2
basically where
credits.
I'm at is, now you still are within range of, credit, gamble
Yeah.
to get back and...
Right. I have 2 clicks left. Not really worth running anything with this. I need some money, and I can't lat draw. I almost think about popping a stone ship here, but I'm just going to draw and take a credit. Steve.
I'll mandatory draw. Click 0, subliminal. Click 1 is a hedge fund.
Anti-spin propaganda and all that.
Click 2 is...
Yeah. That could have been a real consideration, is when Holly was only on 4 credits, you could have run HQ to get a Steve.
I didn't catch that it was just 4 credits there. Tattoo Bolos, that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, that puts her to 2 credits.
Yep. Yeah, that would have been good.
Mm-hmm.
That's often a thing that I catch the turn after I let the window pass, where I like run, make them broke, and I go, and then I let up a little bit too soon, and don't capitalize on them being broken, not being able to.
I should fire the spin rather than overinstalling. Firing the spin to put Snare and Planetgram back in the deck.
If I died a snare, then trashing that spin was correct.
All right,
And
on
then
the
last
record.
click is installing a card here.
Snare?
Could be anything. Could even be a
Table
snare.
snares, anyone?
Oh, you gotta love the table
Right?
snare.
In that remote, like just to screw with me?
Yeah.
Past you.
Okay.
Yeah, I think technically...
from having
Yeah, I think the right call there was run HQ to get Steve, and if she keeps you with a tattoo, you can run archives.
Yeah. Right.
So
5?
5.
Okay. Draw some cards eventually. I'm gonna pop a stone ship just to draw 2 because this is. Yep, I didn't do that. Correct. Click for a credit, sure gamble.
Mm-hmm.
Click for credit, sure gamble.
now imagine if you had 2 less
Draw a
credits
card
there.
from
I
Anacam.
know. Oh yeah, Anacam. Oh, sick.
If the ice, so on 4 credits, it's viable to run HQ because the only stuff is hard ETRs, no punish.
Yeah, it's just tattoo goal is at a less than 5.
And running archives sees one face down, but it also sees the upgrade is the big one. Because you know that there's only 2 upgrades that it could be in this list. And granted, like if we're playing theoretically closed deck lists, you don't actually know what it is, but you can kind of suss it out when the archives on upgrade and the 3 dice comes out. Because you'd be picking up, you'd be hoping that this is points, and then you'd be hoping to trash the upgrade, just flip cards up.
And it also turns off your ID until you can get more cards in the bin.
Probably doesn't make any sense. Run here. 2, 3, 4, 5.
This is last click?
Last click. The best time to run.
No res?
Keep going.
No res?
Okay. Steve?
Yep.
Gamble.
Gamble.
Yay! Okay.
Yeah, I think it would have been fine to make that run on archives.
Shutting off my lap for a free dedicated draw, though, so I guess it's good.
I mean, you'll discard down and then get the draw.
Oh, that's true, I will. That one. It's a regen? No, it's not. Okay. Discard. Clock.
And then draw
that
a
draw?
card.
Good.
Mandatory draw. Oh, sorry. Before my mandatory draw, if that's all right, I'm going to res this Hollow Man
Oh, that's wild.
and move this Hollow Man to this remote.
This is a pretty weird play pattern.
It's
very
pretty
fun.
weird. So then click 0 is a subliminal.
Yeah.
Then click and 4 credits is 3 advancement counters.
Yeah.
And then 2 more advancement counters.
So you will have $3
I'll have
at the
$3
end
at the end of this. Scores out this copy.
No, you have $3 at the end of this. You're not going broke.
Of Sisyphus Protocol. The first time each turn the runner passes a raised code gate or sentry, I can pay 1 or trash a card from HQ and force the runner to encounter that ice a second time.
Each turn.
Each turn.
It's just, like, gross.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a gross card. Why not like a power counter or 2 or 3?
Because it's a 5-2. You got it's a 5-2. Like, you know how good a 5-2 has to be to have somebody put it in their deck?
Has anyone ever played Jumon?
People have tried to Regenesis Jumon a lot. It hasn't been good. I'm gonna drip a credit from my ID ability in this face down card, and I'll pass it back to you.
I mean, if you Regenesis a Jumon, it tends to be pretty good, but it's, it's the if.
The big if.
Okay.
Jumon's big problem is that it's a win more card. Yeah, doing it fairway. Augustus. It's we're trying.
I've never played against Sisyphus before, and I instantly hate it.
Oh yeah, no, this card is balanced by the fact that 5 advancements is a big ask.
5 cards in hand?
5 cards in hand.
Right.
Yeah, I remember like Jeff and Andre's set review where they're like, this card seems super fun, and then they played against it once and they're like, this card is really sad, really miserable.
It's not fun anymore.
I'm straight up not having a good time.
Jeez. Okay. Sure, gamble.
Double advanced mana guard. Ooh, yeah. I will say, Pub Runner is like the ideal Jumon experience.
4 card off Anakin.
Jumon Ampere. It's pretty good too.
SMC.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cupulation?
Cupulation.
That's 5 MU.
Put him in the cup.
Anansi twice?
Yeah, that's
huh?
Yeah, you're gonna have to find real breakers.
Unfortunately, the revolver is the real breaker.
Yeah, this is the real breaker.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's the deck.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah. Sokka's write-up was like, yeah, you have 3 SMCs and you're not actually breaking that many sentries. You just make the runs that are important. Like, it works out as long as they don't score a Sisyphus.
Just gonna chill with a simul chip and a lat draw.
Cool. My turn start. I'm gonna pick up these subliminals.
Yep.
And
that was another point where you should have run HQ. Because again, $4.
Yeah, no, I know.
I'm gonna move the Hollow Man back to archives.
I had set up the whole turn to run HQ, and then I don't even know why I didn't do it, actually. Trying to decide, why did I not run? Because I was staring at Trick Shot in my hand. Spoilers, I have Trick Shot. And then I was like, well, I can't play Trick Shot against the Anansi, and then I had 15 credits. I should just run. I got focused on Trick Shot.
Quick 0 is a subliminal. I didn't take a mandatory draw. I apologize. I'm going to take a mandatory draw.
Game loss.
Shit. You got me. You got me.
Yes, I got to win.
I'm going to...
Every time you looked at the Trick Shot, I died a little.
Install a card here.
Corp was poor. Corp is a bit poor. Not super poor.
Credit. And then discarding these 2 cards. Dripping a credit. Pass to you.
The Hollow Man's chilling out over there?
Hollow Man's chilling. He's hiding back in archives.
Just be chilling. Okay. Quick one. Pinhole threading.
Which server will you be running Pinhole with?
We are playing it here for credit. Here on HQ.
Here on HQ.
For the.
I like this fork here actually.
No, that's a good fork. Yeah, I mean I'm gonna go broke here. Yeah, it's good. Sorry, I'm not even gonna go broke. I'm gonna go poor. Res the Seisenton.
Okay. Saisentan is
2 strength.
This is
1.
2 money for strength. That for
Yes.
yeah. I never play revolver.
So yeah,
it's a weird.
$2, 3 bullets.
Yeah. Okay. We're through.
I'm going to activate Sisyphus Protocol, discarding this card to make you re-encounter it.
It's discard a card or
pay
credit?
1.
Oh, I didn't know it was cards. I thought it was just credits.
It's card or credit. It's very good.
Simul chip. Wait. I can do the thing again.
So
could break
I'm
2
gonna
and
name
take a
I'm
net.
before
Yeah.
on encounter.
Yeah.
I'm going to name event.
Yeah. Because you could
Because I
always
said
just
trick shot.
yeah you could always just break
Because you're
2
playing Anakin.
Yeah, you could always just break 2 subs and then take 1 or 2 damage
Right.
if you don't want to pay the extra
I
2
think
credits.
That's actually what I want. So I'm gonna do that.
Cost you 2 credits to boost,
Yep.
and then that trashes the revolver.
Yeah.
And
So make sure you simul chip that back before the turn ends.
I will do 1. I have named event. Okay.
See.
Continue.
Yeah.
No res.
On success, Steve.
Yep. I guess with Steve, you can like start picking up. I guess beforehand you could like chip to pick the revolver up to take a chip back.
You could chip the revolver back before
to
access
put
here
2
and
chips.
get 2 chips.
Yeah, that's pretty slick because I have a second one.
Yeah, so is that
I'll
what
do
you're gonna do?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
So you have a revolver with 6 bullets, and then 1
this
chip
goes
in
here,
hand, 1 removed from
One
game.
goes there. Yeah, that's a good.
That's 7 more shots.
I like it.
You'll need them.
And then you'll be activating the Pinhole Threading's replacement effect, accessing the Hollow Man.
Yeah. 2.
2 to trash. He goes in the bin.
Pinhole leaves and Anakin draws me a card.
Yep.
Let's click 1.
That was click 1. That's a good
Amazing.
click 1.
And that is the use of Sisyphus for the turn. So
Anansi. We're gonna run an R&D.
Do you want to use the trick shot that you got in your hand right now?
Yeah, that's true. Thank you. I got focused on another card. Trick shot's 1. That's 4. This, I should know the math by now. 2, 4. Yep, it's all the money. I just did this before. 3 bullets.
When John cupping, I think cupping there is kind of weak. I think you just want to trash it.
yeah, because you can couplate something that's not
Access.
2 to trash.
I did forget cup. Yeah, access.
1.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about this.
I was like looking at I'm like, I'll look at chat, and then
Oh,
I realized
yeah,
that
you can
I'm
see
gonna go
what it
like
is.
I'm gonna go like this so that like I can't see it on stream.
I don't know if I just want value compilation. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna put it here.
That costs $1.
Cost you $1.
Oh yeah.
And then you see the next card.
And you see the next card, which is this card.
I will take that one.
That's a back pro. I'll resolve this back pro real quick. And by real quick, I mean probably not that quick.
I
You need to start the little yacht, the little.
Oh, I should
Yahtzee timer.
I should have 2 points as well.
Cool. Should be a trick shot $1. Oh, I still have
The trick shot money with it should
$2.
be yeah, 'cause
That's right.
yeah.
So I get $1 back.
In case you want to run this, I guess.
I technically do have one more on there, and that hasn't left play yet. But this is already used up.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to run that. No. We have a very narrow window.
I mean, you have a Palongi. You could shoot the dolphin. I don't know if you want to, but you could. This is also a reasonable time to go see the 4 face downs in archives, since she only has $3.
Okay. No.
What was
still,
your-
still fine.
2 to hand, rearrange 5 on top.
Okay. No, I'm gonna decline this.
Okay.
Dolphin lives to see another day.
No bullets. No more bullets in the dolphin. Run archives.
Res
Yeah, I
top 2
thought,
bullet.
I thought there was gonna be one of them in there. So
Now we shoot the armadillo. Just a bullet. It's already 1 strength.
One strength. Yeah. Shoot it.
Holly, so much of your ice is animals for him to shoot.
It's animals or a circle.
I was just thinking about how, like,
Oh,
it's
sorry.
pretty funny.
I need to, in order to make sure that I'm not cheating, I'm going to do that. I was like, oh, I'll pick it up and do the thing and put the thing down, but no. I do actually need
First,
to.
I'll put my
I'll put
ice in my hand,
and then I'll put
a
an
new-
ice back down.
Yeah.
It could be any piece of ice. It'll be this piece of ice right here, and this ice will go to my hand.
And you have 4 more credits.
I have 5 credits. What am I doing here? What am I doing here? No res.
Okay.
Res spin doctor. Draw 2. Shuffling this and this back in.
Okay.
And then, unless you decline access, you
No,
can
I
access.
would like to see those cards.
They're 2 subliminal messages.
Yeah. Yeah, nice. Very good. Last click deep dive.
Oh, okay. That's a pretty good deep dive.
I'm hoping you just put 2 in.
Yeah.
You're shuffling. Come
You got
on.
one. You got no clicks left. Okay.
That's it.
Here we go.
I can't win, right? But hey.
Isn't it 8?
8.
Yeah. Okay. So we take one.
Well, that's one less Sisyphus she can score.
Yeah.
And then it shuffles.
Mm-hmm.
Then it shuffles. Okay. Yeah. I wish that I had a Hannah, but oh well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you just got to touch one more agenda now.
Touch one agenda. This is
Although
hard.
touching a Regenesis actually wouldn't do it.
Mentor draw.
Yep. Oh, god damn it!
Deep dive.
I never remember to hit the freaking button.
Did you press your get 2 points button?
No, I didn't do that either.
Well, yeah, press all your buttons.
No, my buttons. Score, steal.
Steel 2.
Yeah. I'm not used to being on the blue side.
Click 1 is this Hansei review. Pitching this card. Click 2 is an install. Click 3 is what is click 3? What even is click 3? What am I even doing here? That's a credit. And then it's a dripped credit. And I owe you a card.
You didn't happen to have 4 cards in hand? No, you had a ton of cards last time because you
Yeah.
you did the spin dark.
And a bacterial programming.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, she had like 9 cards or something.
Sorry, I'm discarding this card, not that card.
So you're discarding down to 5.
Discarding down to 5.
Well, I'm out of ideas.
I mean, you've got
I
that
don't-
cupellation loaded.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
I think you still have a simulchip in hand,
I
so.
do. I can pressure HQ. Saisantan empties the revolver, basically, with the Sisyphus. And the cute thing is if you have the agenda in hand, you can use Sisyphus to get rid of it while I'm running HQ, which is nice. I don't know if you necessarily want to do that, but this is a whole bunch
Theoretically
there.
well defended.
Yeah, if you can afford it.
Does click 3 even exist? Click 3 is fake. It's runner propaganda. Click 3 doesn't actually exist. It's just there to draw and make you feel bad, or it's for credit.
Stone ship to draw.
Yeah, and I
Sure
guarantee I'm
gamble.
butchering this deck. I'm not particularly strong at it.
4. Yeah, I got a little bank over here. Draw off the Anacam.
Mm-hmm.
Play the simulchip.
Mm-hmm.
Did you pay $1 for that?
No.
It does cost
I get an
$1.
occasional free card when I'm on stream. It's a tax. I know what I want. I don't think I'll find it. 1, 2.
Do we need to, after the Loup game, do we need to double check that what you want isn't already in your bin?
Yeah. It wasn't. That's good. Creative. And pitch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Anna, flat draw. Right, still 5?
Yep. Subliminals come back to hand. Mandatory draw. Clicks 1, 2, and 3.
Regenesis.
Advancing and scoring this Regenesis.
Do you win?
No,
2,
she cannot.
3, 4, 5. Oh, you don't have 3 pointers.
Back pro.
Oh, you have back pro. It
But that's 6 points.
Yes,
6 points.
I can do math.
That's the problem with Sisyphus, is it makes the actually winning the game with Regenesis more of a pain.
How hard are you?
Now I'm going to discard some cards. I'm going to discard...
Did you look at the top 7 cards? Oh no, that got
I
added.
don't get to
It
score
didn't
back.
get-
I
yeah.
wish
That's
I got to
right.
look at those top cards. I'm going to pitch 1, 2, 3, 4 cards and rip $1.
Matter.
Yeah, Revolver is a really good versus Jinteki Ice. And yeah, no, I did really misplay by not drawing Regenesis early. So and having to build a remote. But I think I'm doing all right. I hope.
You are in the interesting position where you can win by scoring a Regenesis without anything in your bin.
I think I have one more simul chip.
One is
There.
removed from game.
Yeah. And I don't think I have any more in here. I was just flipping through to check where the last one was. Yeah. All right. 5 cards still?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Trick shot.
Mm-hmm.
That's 1. It gets 4. We spend the 4 to do 3 bullets and toss the revolver.
Mm-hmm.
I'm learning how to do this. I pass.
I would love for you to encounter it again.
I thought you might. We pop simul chip, put it back.
6 more bullets.
6 more bullets, and $4 more. 3 more bullets.
Mm-hmm. Access to
Access 2, yeah.
1.
Yeah, you win the game!
Yay!
Yay! Was there a second one? What was the second one? Okay.
Yeah.
That would be greedy. Alright, cool. I was like, I need to find something. I don't think, did you have them in hand?
No, I was
I didn't
really
think you
really
did.
hoping to draw agendas
Yeah.
so that I could bin them because I knew my agenda density was very high.
Yeah, I knew that.
Um,
It's like they have to be an R&D, and Trick Shot's the only like semi-multi-access I have
Yeah.
left, and I think I drew into it last turn or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you did always have the line to just go get a trick shot with Steve if you didn't have it.
That's a good point. I should have considered that as an option. I drew into it and got lucky, but
Yeah.
it gives your agendas.
I mean,
Can I
you had
use
extra clicks.
Yeah. Well, I can't claim credit for the win without like serious doctoring of terms for both of you in chat. So that was a fun game. Thanks.
There were my Regenesis.
What is the time?
It is
It's 10:14.
10:15.
That's probably it for the games, I think.
Okay.
Especially since you two have to drive back
That's
Down to
reasonable.
Yeah.
Beantown or outside of Beantown.
Yeah, not quite
North of the
Beantown.
river.
Yeah.
Beantown's hat.
Yeah.
Or I guess it's Cambridge's Beantown's hat, and
I
this
knew
is
that one.
Beantown's hat's hat.
Copulation. Yeah. I always got to check the sleeves.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Closing thoughts. Anybody from chat have important things that they want to say? Any shout outs that the two of you want to make? Or
Shout
anything?
out to my beautiful wife.
Love the loves in there.
Shout out to QTM for not letting me join because they're full. I'm not bitter about it at all.
So not bitter that we almost called our Mansion Runner team straightening the record.
Oh no. Straightening the record.
Shout out to
Shout out to Wenjong for giving me this deck that's really fun and
Yeah.
for some reason works even though it's Issuaq.
Yeah, I don't know. I love that.
Yeah.
Kevin in chat, released previously. Yeah, Kevin's still in chat. Just like brewing cool new decks that are like.
Oh, is this
Playing
like
cards-
our local Kevin?
Yeah.
Kevin? Oh, Kevin
Oh,
with
yes.
Kevin with the world's
Hey.
cutest Atea deck.
Yeah, that deck's pretty fire.
It was
I love
awesome.
that deck.
Yeah, I had some really good games against it this past or yesterday actually. Thank you both for coming up. This was a blast.
Absolutely.
I learned some stuff. I had a good time.
Happy to be
And I
here.
think I maybe beat you for the first time ever I think I've never won a game against you.
That's the stream
Thanks,
curse.
chat.
Hot tip to anyone out there who wants to play World Tree Arizona: if you have long hair, make sure you put it up. At the CO yesterday, I kept shuffling my hair into my deck.
Oh my god. That's awesome. Ginger Sermon. Yeah, Kevin. I would love to get you to come up here and we can have you show off this creation that you published on Netrunner DB, right?
Oh, you published it.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
It's so funny. Like I've never seen that deck win in a way that wasn't really funny.
Yeah, awesome wins, like dramatic.
It's so good at winning on time, like in the last turn after time was called, when the runner's just like, okay, I'm fine, you have nothing installed, just credits go, and you're just like, but wait.
But I can draw a card off of. How did Kevin do the last? We were tied.
You ran the Anansi, which
right.
gave him the card draw he needed to install an ice off Jinja to install the agenda to win the game.
Right, I face tanked an Anansi because it wasn't going to kill me, but the card draw was the fatal flaw.
You simply could have had a tie if you would just pass the turn.
Yeah, I know. I think the CO invite would have gone to my friend Derek too, and he's like, if you hadn't face checked the Anansi and just taken the draw, I would have had the CO invite or the CBI invite.
Yeah, because the CBI invite percolated down to third place, right?
Yeah, which is Kevin. So he deserved it.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Kevin is a warrior of the Atea deck. He's been on variations of that forever.
Well, before we end the stream, I want to say thank you to our patrons. This is going to cover our faces up for a second, but you can still hear us. Thank you to our patrons. Here they all are in their glory. They support the channel, and Holly and Erika can attest to the sheer amount of metal and glass in this room. It's gotten kind of out of hand, but we could only do it with the support of
this dude spent like a solid 15 minutes after we got here just like fiddling with every single different camera and microphone. It's so delightful.
I wasn't set back up for a third-person stream after taking everything down for an NPC Boston, so I was like panic, like, oh no, I need to set up for third person. Anyway, this worked out well.
Happy to be on the stream.
Yeah, no, thank you for inviting us out. I'm glad we were able to serve as an emergency Nick.
It was awesome. Oh man,
Emergency Nick would have been another good name for the stream.
Nick Runner. I don't know. Coming up with the puns for the stream titles is half of the fun. Okay, thanks everybody for watching, and we'll be back in 2 weeks, I think. Bye. I have a button for this. Bye. No, where's my button? What do I usually do? I totally lost it.
I guess you have to just walk around to your keyboard.
I can just end the stream. Sorry, everyone. This is real good stuff. Yeah. Oh, I see. Because for the longest time we had the Patreon outro, but because I haven't updated it, I did this thing today. Anyway, bye.